production level at 1100.
Right.
I'm thinking it's asking us for the rate because
Is
you
that
would
what it
be
says? But listen, look at what it says. Don't think about what you think it might mean. Look at what it says.
the cost of the
The
production level at that
of
amount.
1100. So what does
Mhm.
1100 mean? What does a production level of 1100 mean?
It's the quantity?
Good. We're producing 1100,
Yeah.
right?
And how much it's going to cost to produce 1100?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. See? And what do you think in this equation has to do with that 1100?
X.
Perfect. Okay. Now, the cost at the production level of 1100, what could I do here to find what A equals?
Solve for X.
Do we have to solve for X?
Yes.
No, because we're solving for the
The
cost,
derivative? Oh, oh Lord.
right?
Yeah.
We're being asked the cost. The production level is 1100, and you told me that that is X.
Oh, I would just plug it in.
Thank you.
Oh,
Do you see how complicated you're
yeah.
making it?
Yes, I see exactly how complicated I'm making it.
That's all I'm trying to show you. That's why I'm not doing it for you. I'm trying to have you think so that you can see that you know the answer to most of my questions. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to get the formula sheet here
100
somehow
is
and put it up here. Let's see here. Uh, let's go back here.
I think I'm going back to taking math
Go ahead.
classes.
You get the number and I'll put it in. I'm going to
Okay.
let you get the numbers. Wait, I just want to figure out what am I doing? I want to get the formula sheet. Okay. That's what happens when you get old.
And don't I know it?
Right. What?
I know I sound young, but I'm not.
Listen, I'm like, what am I doing? Oh yeah, the formula sheet. Good thing I haven't forgotten algebra, right?
Yeah.
All right, here
What
we
a
go.
blessing.
So I'm gonna first I want to make this the right size. I want to make it the way I want to make it, and then I will snip it. Um, and I will come back for the elasticity formula. Where is that elasticity? Oh, yeah, we'll come back for that. We'll just do derivatives for the moment.
This calculator.
Okay. And where's my copy? There it is. Okay. All right.
100.
I'll make it better. Just give me a sec.
No, hold on. I'm writing it's a long thing. I'm writing it down.
Just trying to make it a good size.
46, 25,
Um,
46.
this, I think this looks pretty good, right?
Right.
Does that look like a good size?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. So what's the answer?
I'm still working on that. Give me
Okay,
one.
no problem. I'm trying to think what I should do. Should I get the calculator out from the mom? Is everybody, are you having a easy, are you okay with the mom calculator or should I do this problem in the mom
I mean,
calculator?
I have to do it in mom calculator because that's what I'm gonna be using.
Okay,
So
so if you don't get the right answer, I'll do it in the mom calculator.
Yeah, I would say the mom calculator just because people might not know about the parentheses, how
Okay, I'll do it. Let's see. So I have to go back here to, back to mom.
mm,
11. Okay, so, okay, let me see how to do this. We have, so we have this formula, and we're going to do it in this calculator. Okay, so I have 250
mhm.
times the square root wait, of 1100 in parentheses. That's the first part, right?
Mhm.
Plus, now this one isn't as important to have all the parentheses, but let me just show you what you need to do most of the time. Put the numerator in parentheses. So what I'm going to say is here, I'm going to put this divided by the denominator. Sorry. Okay. You don't have to do it this way. I'm just trying to show you that if you have a fraction, put the top in parentheses and the bottom in parentheses, no matter what. Like for this
Okay.
problem, it wouldn't make a difference, but for some it will. Okay. Oops.
Okay.
Let's see. Here. So we have 11. Oh, it won't go in there. Okay. Can't do that, but that's what I want you to do anyway. So
Okay.
1100 squared parentheses, right? That's the numerator
Mm-hmm.
divided by the denominator. I'm going to put in parentheses, even though this would not need parentheses. Just get in the habit,
Mm-hmm.
because if you make a mistake and it does, then you're going to get the wrong answer. And so I get this amount and get answers to at least 3 decimal places. So we have 8. Well, I'll just here. So we have this amount. Let's do it. Preview. Oh, I can't preview it there. That's I copied and pasted. Okay, so that's my number. So we have 8295.97 or 968. And question number 2, preview. Come on. Preview is, come on. Oh, let's put it in, I guess. So, hold
It's
on.
82
Oh, thank you.
8295.968.
295.968. Okay. Is that right?
Okay, so that's right.
I don't know if that's right. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is. It's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm in teacher mode. I shouldn't have to actually put it in. I should be able to, I was just clicking the wrong thing. I need to click that. Okay. So that made sense. That was easy.
Yes.
Okay. Easier than we thought, right?
Yes.
Now for
Right.
B. The average cost. So there's a formula in the video that you do need that says that the average, so the average of whatever. So for here, we have the average cost, but if I had average revenue, if I had average anything, it's going to be, so for this, it's cost. It would be cost divided by X, divided by quantity. That would be the average cost per item. Because if I have the total cost for the whole thing, and then I divide it by the number of things I made, don't I get the average cost?
Yeah.
Right? That makes sense.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Awesome. Perfect. So I have my average cost was, you actually have that number, 8,000.
8,295.
Okay, wait, hold on. 8,000, what did I use?
8295.
8295.68
.968.
divided by what's X?
1,100.
Perfect. Now you can do this. So
Yes.
my average cost should be,
Hold on. 8295.986. 68 equals a 7.541. Well,
7.542.
542, because they said to the
Okay,
third. Mhm.
so let's go back to here and 7.542,
Okay. I don't know why I felt harder.
right?
It is a confidence thing.
That's because you're getting
It's so crazy.
intimidated. You're getting
I
intimidated.
feel like
Remember I
those, you know,
said,
those children where they're trying to learn how to ride a bike and they can
Yeah.
ride the bike when they have the imaginary hands on them.
No,
But
I haven't seen
but
that.
the parent is not actually holding them at all. Like this is what I
Oh,
feel
yeah,
like.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to show
This is
you.
crazy.
That's why the only way for me to really teach you correctly is not for me to keep having you watch more videos. That's what I'm trying to show you, what a difference it's making for me to talk you through it and have you think instead of you watching other people do it. Am I making my point?
Yeah, you are making your point. It's
Okay.
just
No, it's
doing it.
something that honestly people don't teach, in my opinion. People don't teach people properly because memorizing stuff does not teach you anything except, I mean, a computer's better than you at that. You know, thinking, hopefully you're better at it than a computer. That's why
Yeah.
I'm trying to teach you how to think. Okay.
And then so the marginal cost would be the derivative of that.
Of the cost. Remember anytime it says marginal, it's the derivative of whatever comes next. So it's the derivative of the cost, right?
Yes.
You with me?
Yes.
Okay,
So
good.
would I do the derivative of the original function of that?
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. So we're going to find C prime of X, right?
Mm-hmm.
And actually, let's do it like this. Let's rewrite this in a form that's easier to take the derivative of, because that's not easy to take the derivative of,
Yeah,
right?
and this is the part that I got. And you're right. I'm thinking about the future because when I looked at that, I immediately thought, oh, okay, to do the derivative of that function was hard, and that's what I was thinking about, and that's
Right.
what
That's what I'm
intimidated
saying.
me from
Don't
the
be
beginning.
intimidated. Do you have like any hobbies or sports that you do or anything like that?
Yes,
I mean, do you mind
you'd
sharing?
be, yeah, you'd be surprised. I like to scuba dive.
Okay, good. That's perfect. So
Yeah, you would think I would be braver, right?
no, no,
I'm
no, it's
willing to
not
go in
even
the
about
ocean.
that. It's not even about that. Here's my question. Do you think you would ever get in the water if you thought about all the problems that you might have while you were down there?
No, I would never.
That's what's happening when you're trying to solve this problem. You're like, I am getting into something I don't know what to do, and I'm just going to give up. So instead of going, okay, I need to take the derivative, I've been taking the derivative for a while. Let me take a breath and not get scared. Because that's what you had to do for a long time, probably when you were scuba diving,
Yeah.
right? But now maybe you don't have to anymore. Like, this doesn't scare me because I've been doing these things for a million years. Maybe a half a million, right? But like it doesn't, it's like, okay, it's a function and I have to take the derivative of it. And when I look at this, I think this is a really easy one because you wouldn't believe some of the things I've seen. Okay.
Okay.
So why is it easy? Because we really just have X to different powers, don't we?
Yes.
And X, anything to a power is just going to be the power rule, which is this. I just have to get into
Yeah.
the right form, right?
Okay. So this is how I got the form, and let me know if I did it wrong.
Yeah, no, I'll
I
tell you.
have, I have,
Let me know if I did it right.
oh, okay. I know. I need to be more positive. Okay. So I have 250x to the 1/2
Perfect.
plus 1 over 227,465 x squared.
Perfect.
I did that right? Okay.
Isn't that perfect? Now
Yeah.
let's take the derivative. See, it's scary, but you got this. Take the derivative of the first part.
So 250 um uh 2 parentheses 2.
So say it out loud and I'll write it.
Wait, no,
Two.
I'm trying to make sure I'm understanding it
Okay.
right first. Hold on, just give
Okay.
me one
Okay.
moment.
Okay. Okay. No
Okay.
problem. So which formula should we use?
Um, the one that you're pointing to with the
Right.
arrow.
This is the same one for both of them, right? Because
Yeah, the power for both of them because they're both
they're
power
just something to a power, right?
yeah.
So what does that
So then
say?
it's gonna
Yeah, go
so
ahead.
it's 250
Yes.
and in this situation n would be 1.
No. Where's
No,
it?
it's
What's
2. 2. Sorry.
no, no. Look again.
Okay, hold on. Um
So we have x to the n equals x to the 1/2, right?
Yeah.
So what's n?
Oh, the whole 1/2. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, no,
One
it's okay.
half.
Don't have to apologize. One
Yeah.
half.
So 1/2 x, and then it's 1/2 -1/2 to the
Perfect.
-1/2.
Perfect. You got the derivative of the first part. Exactly. Plus, what's the derivative of the second part?
1/2. Hold on, I'm writing it down because I
No
was looking,
problem.
not
Take your
writing.
time. Take your time. I'm happy that you're look, aren't you doing it? Am I doing
Uh,
it?
Yeah, it's the second part. Okay. Um, so this would be 1 over the
Yeah, whatever. I
2,465.
got you.
Well, yeah, what that number
Yeah. Uh-huh. Got it.
times 2x. That's it, 2x.
Perfect.
Okay.
So you took the derivative, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
And now we're going to say at the production level of 1100. I'll go do this in the calculator because this will be one that will be harder or more what I want to show you. Okay?
Well, no. So my problem is that I always
Okay.
have a wait. Can we go back really
Yeah, I'm
quickly?
going. I'm
So
going.
when it's time for me to solve a fraction with a fraction exponent, I
Mhm.
get tripped up on how I'm supposed to do that. That is the part that
Well,
I'm always
okay. Well, you don't, I mean, really for this software, for what we're doing, you don't have to worry, but I'll show you how to do it. So this is, would you agree that this is 250 divided by 2 for the first number, which is 125? I just want to simplify it a little
no, I
bit.
would not think that.
So,
Wait,
well, you're going to multiply 250 times 1/2. Do it in your calculator. It's the same thing as dividing. So 200, you have to watch the fraction video again.
okay.
250 times 1/2 is the same as 250 divided by 2. Hold on a second. Come on. My dog. Which is equal to
Oh
125.
yeah, because okay, so the -1/2 is to the x, not to the
Right. I'm just
okay, that's what
multiplying
I'm
these two
thinking. I'm
numbers
tripping it up
together.
because I'm thinking it's
No,
like you have to do
no,
negative. Okay.
no, I haven't done anything fancy. I'm just saying to the -1/2 power,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay. And I can also say, this is what I really want to make it look like, because I think it'll be easier, is, and tell me if you can get this. So can I change this to 1 over the square root of x? Because, let me write it somewhere here. X to the -1/2 is equal to 1 over x to the 1/2. That's what the negative exponent does, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is equal to 1 over the square root of x.
Yeah, but I thought we were trying to get away from square roots, though.
No, because we're gonna put this in the calculator. We're gonna put 1100 in there. We're gonna actually, we found the derivative. We're good. This is the derivative.
Okay.
If that's all we needed to do, we're done. But it's not. We have to say at the level of 1100,
So then
right?
you have to put it into the formula.
Well, you don't have to, but when I put into the calculator, it'll probably be easier. Although if you don't want to do it this way, I can show you how to do it with the calculator without going to do this. Here, I'll show you a different way. That's what I'm saying, like whatever way you like, I'm fine with. I don't care. Whatever is the most comfortable. So here I can leave it as x to the -1/2, right? Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
X to the -1/2 power plus, and I'm going to rewrite that as 2 divided by 274,625 times x. Okay?
Yeah.
Can you write that down for me so when I get to the calculator, I can you can read it back to me?
Yes.
Oh, I forgot I moved this. I should do videos like this with this whiteboard because I can move it up and down. That way I have room.
Yeah, it's really helpful actually.
Yeah, I just realized that because we're doing it on that PowerPoint, I have so little room. I'm always running out of space. Okay. So we got this.
Yes.
Now I'm going to go back to here. Well, didn't I open it already? Maybe it's somewhere else. It's not it. I guess it's here. Okay, let's go back. Open. Oh, here it is. So we're going to go back here and read me the. Wait, hold on. Let me put on my annotate. Okay,
Right.
read me the
So it's
formula.
125
X to the minus
x
one.
to the negative 1/2
Right.
plus 2 over 27 465 at
I think there's more
1100
numbers.
x.
I don't think there's more numbers. I think there's 6 numbers.
27, it's 27 465.
No, I don't think you're right. Let me just go back and make sure.
Did I mess that up?
Possible. Let me check. Whiteboard? No, there. Yeah, there's 6 numbers, 274 625.
Oh, it's the 4 6. Oh, see, and this is how. Well, now you know
Yeah,
how this happens to me
I get it. That's what I'm saying.
when I'm taking a
274.
test. Oh
That's what I'm
God.
saying. Be really careful because I knew there was 6 numbers.
25. Oh Lord.
625?
Yeah, it's 27 46 25.
Okay, hold on. 25. Like this.
7
Times X,
47
right?
25. Oh Lord. Yeah. Hold on. I'm
This
just
is-
erasing everything I just did because I just left out a number, didn't notice it. 27 46 25. Okay.
So time
X.
of 1100 is equal to, 1100 to the minus 1/2 power plus 2 over 2746
25.
25 times
1100.
1100, right? That's what I put in the calculator. Good?
Yes.
Okay. So I have 125 times parentheses. Now you won't always have to put parentheses, but please put parentheses around, just like I have here, 1100 and parentheses to the power. This also is to the power of negative. Actually, that's not the negative I want. I think they want me to use this negative. Negative 1. Oops. Actually, I'm going to back this up because I want to make sure it knows that the negative 1/2 is all together. Does that make sense?
No. What do you mean
Okay.
altogether?
That's not a negative? Hold on.
That's a
This is the
period.
negative. Yeah,
Yeah.
negative.
Okay.
Okay,
You put
wait,
a 2.
wait. Yeah. Negative 1 divided by 2.
Oh, yeah, that. Yeah, I get that.
Because otherwise it might just say to the power of negative 1 and then divide all of it by 2.
So how comes you didn't include that in the parentheses of the 1100? Like, how comes you didn't put the caret on the inside?
Because okay, this is important. Remember when I said in the video about exponents, because you probably watched it, I'm going to remind you
I
that
watched it, but that come again.
okay, that's okay. That's why I'm telling you, I'm going to remind you that
Okay.
you have something to, like if you have -3 squared or -3 squared, are these the same?
I thought so. But
Good. You didn't listen to the video enough.
okay.
So you need to go back and watch that video because this is very important. I mean, I'm going to tell it
Okay.
to you, but this is very important. The exponent only acts on what it's next to. Okay?
But it,
Can you remember that?
oh, okay. So the 2 on the first one, the 2 would only be it would only be
Yes.
the 3 by itself, not with
Yes.
the negatives. Oh,
Yes.
okay. I see what you mean.
And this
But
is,
that part I don't remember. I need to
it's
make sure
okay. Now you know the
yeah.
exponent only acts on what it's next to. So if you have a negative exponent, I'm sorry, if you have a negative value and you don't put it in parentheses and you want to square it, notice how you would get the wrong answer. unless you put parentheses around it.
I see.
So more parentheses is better than less parentheses. If you don't know if you need them, put them in.
Okay.
It will never hurt. If you don't put them in, that's when it could hurt.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, I understand.
Okay, perfect. All right. So now I got the first part put in to the calculator, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's go with the second part. Plus, well, remember I said whenever you, so I'm going to say, this is how I'm going to enter it. Let me see. How do I want to do this just to make sure that you understand it? Well, I'll do it like this. So I'm going to put the first, I mean, I'll do it like this. I don't really like it that much, but I'll show you how I would do it. But you can do this just so I don't confuse you. 625. Remember I said always put well, we have to put that in a fraction,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're going to multiply that by 1100. Okay. So I can do it like that, which is pretty much exactly what I have here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or I can put it in as 2 times 1100 divided by 274,625, which I probably would normally do. Like I would because this is really over 1, so we multiply this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would probably do that, but just to not to change anything, I put it in the way it came out. Okay? But that you could do it the other way as well. That's what I'm saying. There's more than one way. So far, so good. You saw how I did it, right?
Yeah.
Equals this. So let me copy it and paste it here. Why is this all messy? Oh, because I wrote it. Okay, I got it. Okay, okay, that's fine. Oh, well, I guess I didn't copy and paste it. Sorry. Do you have the number?
Yeah. I just took a picture of it.
I can go
It
back if you
is
want.
3.7. You need the whole thing or
No. I think like 3 decimal places.
okay, so 3.777.
777. Okay. Now let's go back and see if we got it right. It's going to be right here. 3.777, and we are not there. We're here. 3.777.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
You feeling better?
Yes.
Good. I'm going to erase this and go back now to finish up the question. So that's C. But do you see how, you're way more worried about your algebra than deciphering this. You just get so scared because you're afraid your algebra isn't good enough. And so far, it's been pretty close to good, right? You understand what I'm doing. You just haven't practiced enough. You're watching too many videos.
Yeah.
Put your pen to the paper
Yeah. And
and get it wrong.
Yeah.
Get it wrong 100 times. It doesn't matter. Well, don't get it wrong 100 times. Let me rephrase that. Do it a couple of times. If you get it wrong, or if you can't find your mistake when you go back through it, like I really like to, I was showing Lauren the other day, I kept having to erase because I was like writing on the screen and I didn't have this option. And so we got the wrong answer, but I couldn't go back over and look at my work. So we had to start all over again. That's crazy. All I needed to do if I had it written on paper and I didn't erase it all was go back and see where the mistake was.
Yeah.
Don't automatically think you don't know what you're doing. I already know I know what I'm doing. Somewhere I made a mistake. So I just have to go back and find it and fix it. You have two tries on every question, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But I have I'm like scrambling.
Right, because you don't have any confidence. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
I'm like
That's what I'm trying to say.
scrambling.
It's your confidence level. It is not your It's not
It just
necessarily.
takes me, for me, it personally takes me a little bit longer to think things through.
That's
So
okay.
it's that,
Yeah.
it's
If
the
you haven't
pressure
practiced
of like
enough.
making sure that I give myself enough time for each question.
Also,
And so I'm
I'll
just
tell you-
scrambling because of
I'll
that.
tell you
So
something. Wait, can I tell you something?
yeah,
One of the reasons is because you haven't practiced enough.
yeah,
You're watching too many videos.
yeah,
You need to put your pencil to the paper and suffer through it. It's not really suffering when you get it. It becomes really kind of fun. Once you
yeah.
can do derivatives, there's nothing to it. I mean, we haven't done really very hard derivatives at all.
No,
It's
I know.
mostly algebra that's the hard part here. Hold on a second, let's see who that is. Mostly it's the algebra that most people are struggling with, I'm sure,
Yeah.
right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, so the next part, that will minimize the average cost, like what production level.
Okay, right. So, wait, let me see what I'm doing here. I don't think I need this now. Right. Okay, so we're on D.
D. Yeah.
Okay, so the production level that will minimize the average cost. Okay. So we're asking for what is the production level as far as the letters that we've been using?
Ouch. P and Q.
What is it? No. What I'm using here. I mean, I have to relate it to this
Marginal.
question. What?
Marginal.
Does it say
X?
marginal? I asked
We've
you
been
what the
using X.
production level means.
We've been
X.
using X as the production level.
Exactly, X.
Yeah.
So this basically says the X, we're trying to find the X, right?
Yeah, that will minimize.
That will minimize the average cost. How do you minimize anything?
Yes, you equal it to
Subtract?
0.
What do you equal to 0?
Oh, sorry.
Uh,
This one I do not know.
the cost you equal to 0. The C prime X is 0.
Ah, this is really important, and I'll say it
That's
a
the part I
million
do
times.
not
Whenever
know.
you want to minimize or maximize something, you have to take the derivative and set it equal to 0.
Mhm.
Right? Because the
Yeah.
derivative is the slope of the tangent line. If I want to find the maximum, the slope at that point is equal to what?
0.
If I want to find the minimum, the slope at that point is equal to what?
0.
Zero.
Those numbers are not 0, but the derivative is 0. So if I
Correct.
want to find the maximum or the minimum, I want to take the derivative and set it equal to 0. That's like your
Oh,
mantra.
yeah, I see it.
That's your
Yeah, I
mantra.
I
see
don't
it.
know why I did not think of it that way. Okay.
Your
That
mantra
makes
every night before you go to sleep.
sense.
If I want to maximize or minimize something, I take the derivative and set it equal to 0.
I take the derivative and set it equal to 0. Got it.
Right. Okay. So for the rest of the time, whenever I say, what do we need to do if we want to maximize this thing? What's your answer?
Take the derivative and set it to 0.
That's it. That's it. That's all you have to do. Okay.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I say it, that's all you have to do. I'm not saying that it's a nothing. I'm just saying that's what we have to do. Okay. So now what is the average cost? Well, I have the perform. Oh, here it is. The average cost is equal
It's
to
like the
d of
but
x over x.
You,
This is equal to the average cost, right? It's in B. We already said
yes.
that, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Everybody's good, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. This is the one that's a little harder because we need to use what? Well, how do we take the derivative of this? Oh, I didn't mean to. Well,
We have to multiply 125.
what?
We have to multiply 125 by 1/2. Negative 1/2.
Oh, no. That's the derivative of cost. That's not the derivative of average cost.
So we have to put that on top the cost function from the very beginning.
Yes. This is equal to 250 x to the 1/2 power plus 1 over 274,625 x squared divided by x.
Oh Lord.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, now I know y'all are thinking this is awful. I can't imagine having to do this. But if we use a little bit of algebra, which now I'll say it is algebra.
Mhm.
Let me see, what color? I will use green. Okay, so if I have, this is, oh, here, I can do it here. This is the same as 250 x to the 1/2 over x plus 1 over 274,625 x squared over x. Do you agree?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. Now, I want to simplify this. How can I simplify this?
You
Um,
you
cancel
keep the
out
250.
x's.
250 stays, correct?
And then it's just 1/2 multiplied by 1/2. No, that's
No.
wrong. That is wrong.
What's the rule? So we have a base to a power divided by the same base to a different power,
Oh, you
right?
subtract it.
You subtract it.
So it's the
Oh yeah.
base
So this is x to the minus 1/2
minus
power.
1/2 power.
Agreed?
Okay. So see, okay.
But
Ah,
I'm showing you where the algebra is. I'm showing you where the calculus is. Most of it's
yeah.
algebra. Once we figure out and take the derivative, then we're doing algebra. Here we're doing algebra first only because it'll make it way easier. Instead of using the quotient rule, we can just use the power rule, right?
Yeah.
Do you see why I'm doing it this way? I am
Yeah.
trying to figure out the easiest way to take that derivative. And since the bases are the same, I can just like use my base formula or my exponent formula, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Plus 1 over 274,625. But then don't we just have x squared over x here?
So
So
just
it's just
x
x.
Just x. Now
because we're
it's easy to
subtracting.
take.
Now I
Right.
do the derivative.
Now it's in a form that if I take the derivative, I'm going to be it's easy and I'm happy. The one before, no, I was not happy or it wasn't easy. And sometimes you can't simplify. I'm not saying you can always do it, but what I'm saying is try because it makes taking the derivative quite a bit easier, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Hold
Okay.
on.
So
I see it.
what part of this do you not understand? And don't tell me that it's scary. I know it is. It's all
I didn't think that I could do it that way first and then do it the other way. I thought I
right.
could do it
That's
in
what I'm
order.
showing you. That's why I'm showing you this. Okay. You want to simplify things as much as you can before you start taking derivatives because I'd rather use the power rule here than the quotient rule. The quotient rule would work. It would just be super messy, right?
Yeah.
This going to be easy because the derivative is going to equal what?
60 something, right?
250
Times
times
negative one half.
here 1/2 x to the
X.
x to the what power?
1/2.
No.
One
Oh,
minus one half is
Minus 1/2 minus 1. Yes.
half. Half.
No. Minus 1/2 minus 1/2
is
minus 1
three halves?
minus 3/2.
Wait. How'd you get
Yeah.
three halves?
Sorry. Because you're combining it, not subtracting it. It's two negatives.
No.
How are you getting negative 2/2?
Because you're the
Well,
formula.
well,
Remember
well,
it's
isn't 1 the same as 2/2?
Yes.
Don't I need a common denominator to add or subtract fractions?
Okay, yeah.
So I
But
had to get.
remember, the formula is the nx plus n minus.
I don't think this was, I don't think this was, I don't think, I think that, or wasn't it the adding the fractions or subtracting the fractions that was the problem? Or was it knowing what this, why it was that?
It was more like why like one transformed to two, but that makes sense.
Okay, good. So this makes
Having the
sense
common
now,
denominator.
right?
Yeah.
Plus what?
Uh,
Um,
Don't make it hard.
is it
I
gonna be a
want to say it's
negative?
just the fraction by itself without x.
Yeah, it's just a fraction by
Oh,
itself.
okay. Okay,
Right?
okay.
Because this is like 2x.
Yeah, so that would have been one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
If
x
I
would have
had
been one.
2x, then it would be just 2. I
Yeah,
have a weird fraction x, so it's just the weird fraction, right?
yeah.
What happened to the
No,
x?
we took the
That's the
derivative.
derivative of it.
Oh, just times
This
one.
is the
Yeah, exactly.
this right here is the average cost. This is the derivative of the average cost,
Okay. So that we
right?
keep that weird fraction. Like the weird fraction just doesn't
Well,
have any
like what would you
derivative.
do? What would you do if it was 2x and I said take the derivative,
It would just be
Well,
two.
right?
I think the
yeah,
confidence of knowing when to leave something in a fraction versus when to not leave it in a
Well,
fraction.
constants,
constant.
constants. So you could say that 2x is the product of two numbers, can't you? And I can
Yeah.
make it really complicated and I can say, let's let f equal 2 and g equal x, then f
Mhm.
prime equals 0 and g prime equals 1. I can use the product rule to take the derivative, right? And I could say, well, f prime is 0 times g plus f times g prime. So I can say, oh, that equals 2. I mean, I can make it really hard,
Okay. But
or I can just say it's 2 times the derivative of x, right?
yeah.
Either way is correct. I got the same answer, but I prefer not to use the product rule because it's a constant and the derivative of constant is always going to be 0. That's why you don't have to worry about it because the derivative of the constant is 0. That's why for the product rule, you just have to take the constant out. Okay? Does
Hmm.
that make sense?
Yes. But
So
then
as
going
long
back,
as you have constants, don't make constants hard. Make constants the thing that you continually move away from the thing you're taking the derivative of.
okay.
Does that help? Well,
Yes.
did that help you, Lauren?
No,
Okay, so where did I lose you?
I just I guess because the division, there's just no derivative for that. Then that's the reason why we leave
Well,
it as
Well,
being.
if I want to do this as x, here, let me do this. I'll show it to you with the quotient rule. And then I'll show you why we don't need the quotient rule. So if I leave this as x over 2, 7, 4, 6, 2, 5, right?
Mhm.
Or I could say this times x. Which would you rather me do, as a quotient or as a product? You tell me. How would you do it if you saw this and you didn't
Uh,
know?
I would do a quotient.
Okay, let's do it as a quotient. So we can say f equals x, right? And
Yeah,
f prime equals 1. Yes?
you
Yes.
said F prime is one, yep, and then G is
2,
two,
7, 4,
7, 4,
6, 2,
6, 2, 5,
5. And g prime equals
0.
0. So we have f prime g minus g f g prime divided by g squared, right? So we
Mm-hmm.
have 1 times 2, 7, 4, 6, 2, 5
Mm-hmm.
minus f times
X
g prime times 0
0
divided by 2, 7, 4, 6, 2, 5 squared.
squared.
This
Mm-hmm.
goes away. I have that squared. It still equals 1 over 2, 7, 4, 6, 2, 5. One of those will
Yes.
cancel, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but it
Yep.
takes
You can
more
do that
time.
if you would like,
Nah,
or
it's kind of
you can
sad.
just say it's a constant times a
Yeah.
function. So I'm gonna take the
Okay.
derivative
No,
of the
I get why
function.
she would do that because it's like
Yeah.
when you're not familiar enough, it's like you're gonna
Right.
stick to the thing you know, but sometimes the thing you know maybe take longer time
I mean, I'm not
Yes.
than
saying you
just
would get a wrong
doing.
answer. I got the right answer, didn't I?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
But
that
I
no,
would
I
mean,
don't want
kill
to
me
take.
in a test if I went that
Yes.
route.
Yeah.
right.
I'm like,
That's
I
why
don't
I'm
have
trying to
time.
show you. That's what I'm trying to show you, like the little things that are algebra that will help you instead
Got
of
it.
like going about it like as if we have no brain. Like
Yeah.
anytime you see a constant, try to like move it away from the function that you're taking the derivative of. And the function you're taking the derivative of is something that has an x in it, or a y, or a z. It has a variable in it, or else it's a constant. And if it's a constant, the
Yeah.
derivative is zero, right?
Yes.
Did everything I just say make sense?
Yes. Now
Yes.
it does. Now it clicks.
Okay, perfect. So I have 0 equals negative 250 divided by 2 is 125. You can leave it in the same form if you would like. I don't care. It's just easier for me to make things look a little better for me, especially when I'm not using a calculator. Okay. So I'm going to add 125x to the minus 3 halves to both sides because I really rather use positive numbers than negative numbers, right?
Yes.
I mean, I could subtract the other fraction, but then I have two negative numbers. I'd rather have all positive numbers.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Oh
But
wait, the
that's
fraction stays negative? Like the
As the
negative 3
exponent.
over 2? Sorry,
our
the exponent. I'm tired.
exponent. We don't change exponents.
Really? I didn't know that, I
So
guess.
x, so if I say
I thought we would
0 equals x minus x squared, and I add x squared to both sides.
Yeah, I know it stays there, but I guess
Wait, wait,
negative, I
wait. No,
didn't.
I'm just curious, like, what would make you think that
sometimes I thought that we would always have to make the exponent
then that would make
positive.
the next exponent negative if you were doing it what you said, wouldn't I? Lauren, well, I'll answer your question in a minute, Julissa. What you're saying basically makes the exponent negative as well. Right, Lauren?
I no, I thought that the exponent was supposed to be positive, kind of like what
Well,
Jalissa was saying.
we can make it positive, but it's still negative until we change it. All we
Really?
did is add 125 to both sides here. All I've done so far is add 125x to the minus 3 halves to both sides.
Interesting.
I think it's the
And
order
then
of things.
this
I
gets
think
canceled, right? If this was minus 5, I would add 5. I just make it 0, don't I?
That's so weird because like it doesn't look like you would cancel it because you would have to subtract negative 3 over 2
No,
minus
no, no.
negative 3 over 2.
Wait. Let me try this. If I have 0 equals uh negative 125 x to the negative 2 plus 5. Okay. Now, how would I solve this?
Well, according to what you've
No,
shown,
not
you would,
according to what I said. How would you solve it if I didn't say anything?
well, I would obviously try and take out, because I like positive as well. So I would obviously try and take 125 on the other side, make it positive. But then
Wait. How would I make it positive where? So tell me just say I would do this and then I'll
add
do it
125 for sure on both sides. And
like
then the
this.
x, yeah, 125x. And then I would,
Wait. Why would you not like what happened to the negative 2 power?
well, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying I would have put
Oh, okay.
the
How about
exponent
this?
as
Wait, wait, wait,
positive
wait.
on the other side.
Let's try this. Let's start lower. We have 5x minus 3. 5x squared minus 3. Okay, I'm
That's
ready.
easy. That's
Oh, good.
fine.
Okay,
I have no
no.
problem
Do
with
it, do
that.
it, do it, do it. We're gonna go from the beginning to the end.
I would take positive 3 on both sides.
Uh-huh.
That cancels out the 3 on that right side. Makes
Okay.
it 3 equals 5x squared. Then obviously
Okay,
you would
that's
divide
it. That's enough. That's
5.
enough. Yeah,
Okay.
5, right? And we get
Yeah,
x squared equals 3/5. We take the square root of both sides, right? Okay.
it right on.
Okay. So I have 0 equals negative 120, negative 12x squared plus 15. What would I do?
Well, like this is no problem too. Like you do the
Same thing.
exact same
Okay, good.
thing.
Okay, good. I'm just gonna see. So what if I have negative 125 x squared plus 2? Same, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what if I have negative 125 to the negative 2 power plus 2?
Well, I would have done positive on the whole situation of 125x squared, but
It's
I
not
guess
x
I can't.
squared. No, because what you're doing here is you're adding 125. I think we must have skipped one when you said it was easy, because let's go back. We have minus 125 x squared plus 3.
That's no problem. It's
I'm
when
going
that
to add,
when it's
wait,
like
wait, 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 Lauren, listen. I'm going to add 125 x squared to both sides, right?
yeah,
And then this cancels, doesn't it?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I
Okay,
see
wait.
a little bit what you're saying though.
Okay,
I
wait.
like it's like
Yeah.
why are you
Yes.
like
Okay. I'm just going
like
to keep going. Wait, 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 wait. What am I doing now?
you're adding 125x to the negative 2. Because it's like why be biased with the positive when you can be with
Right.
the
Right.
negative?
It's the same.
Okay.
You're just adding, you're just making this becomes 0 by whatever
Gotcha.
this number is. If this is 5, then I'm not negative 5, and then I add 5, I get 0.
Okay.
That's all I'm really doing.
No,
So,
I see it
okay,
now, I guess. I
good.
didn't see it until that part.
That's
Until
why I told you I had to start at the beginning.
okay. All right.
And
No,
you
no,
have to be
I knew
patient.
you were
I
gonna do
know,
that.
I kind of know where you're having problems. So you
Yeah.
just have to be patient with me. I'll guide you to where you need to go. Okay.
Okay. Thank you for
Okay.
showing me
Yeah, no
that.
worries. No worries. So now you got how this happened, right?
Right on.
Okay. So we are at 125 x to the minus 3 halves equals. Did that help you at all, Jalissa?
No, I didn't have a problem with that part.
Okay.
It's the future.
Okay, no worries.
That's my
No worries.
problem. I don't
Okay,
know
but we're
why I
good
do
now,
that, but
right?
I'm always
We're
thinking about the
we're we're
future.
fine because we're trying to solve for x, so we're still in good shape, right?
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah. We're
what
still in
should
good
I
shape.
do next?
Divide by 125 on both sides.
Okay, sure.
I'm just
That's
that's
good.
what I would
I'm
do.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
Which is
I'd
the
probably
same
would
as
do.
multiplying by 1 over 125, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we have x to the minus 3 halves equals 1 over 274,625 times 125. I don't care what the number is. You don't have to put it in the calculator yet. Okay,
Sure.
so we're here. What do we do
Oh
next?
wait. Oh wait. You times on the denominator? Okay, so you don't put it under 125, you multiply it.
I divided both sides. Okay, wait.
You
It's algebra
divided both
thing. Going
sides?
back. Not even
Okay,
algebra, it's just basic like
I know,
so
but
rules.
I'm
I'm telling
still
you, when you forget like
this is
the
just to make it
foundation.
easier. This is the same as multiplying by 1 over 125, right? That would cancel that. That's the same as dividing by 125, isn't it?
interesting.
Because it's 125 over one. One
Right. So
X, whatever.
I
Yeah.
do the same thing to both
Hmm.
sides. If you do it the way you want to do it, I'll show you what you're thinking so you can see
Okay.
how it's the same, because I know what you're
Okay.
thinking.
That
Okay.
keep change flip thing
Right,
always
right,
throws
right,
me
right,
off.
right, 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 right.
Yeah.
So divide both sides by 125.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the top of the fraction. This is the bottom of the fraction. That's
Mm-hmm.
equal to 1 over 274,625 divided
Mm-hmm.
by 125, which is equal to 1 over 274,625 times, I'll put an X, that's not an X, that's a times, I'll put a
Sure.
time, times
Okay.
125, which is equal sorry, times 1 over 125. Keep change flip,
Oh yeah, key. Okay, okay. Okay,
which is
Now you
now.
just multiply
1 over
across.
374,
Mhm.
625 times 1 over plus times 125. So how do we get there? I'll show you now is if I divide both sides by 125,
Mm-hmm.
it's the same as multiplying by 1 over 125, isn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah,
That saves you a step because
it
they both
does.
end up in the denominator.
Gotcha. Okay. No, yeah,
Okay,
as long as
that's
I
all I'm
see it.
saying. This is all just step things. Once your algebra is decent, then I can show you how to speed your algebra up.
Yeah, I feel like it's always gonna be mediocre for some
Yeah.
reason.
No, it won't. It won't.
Just like
It won't.
it's
It
not that I
won't.
don't understand, it's just to
It
recall.
it's not
To
recall.
recall these
It's
things.
not recall. It's not. It's practice.
Mm.
Okay.
I promise it's not recall, it's practice.
Because it's like as I'm saying it, as I'm talking with him, I'm obviously getting it. But
Right, because you haven't practiced. You want to watch more videos, right? No,
yeah.
I get it. I get it. I'm trying to tell you the way to learn algebra and be better at it is to
Hmm.
practice. And it
Okay.
won't help to have anybody else show you over and over again. All
Hmm.
that will help is for you to put your pencil on that piece of paper. Like, how are you going to learn how to write an essay? Do you just keep thinking about like watching people writing essays and watching
No.
No, you
thinking?
actually write the essay and read it. But
You
I don't
need
know
to
what it
start
is
writing
about
an
math
essay.
that just
It's
makes it more painful.
intimidating. It's more intimidating. But once you get the rules, it's just, it's so much easier than writing an essay because the rules are the rules and you just have to kind of go through the rules. That's it.
Correct.
I'm not really doing much. I mean, there's a little creativity in it. Like I do it my way. Some people do it a different way. But in general, there's rules. You don't have to be creative. Once you are
Mm.
good at the basics, then you can be more creative. Like once you learn how to cook, then you can maybe throw in some spices, right? Maybe you could do this, maybe you could do that. But like first you have to know how to boil water. So that's you just have to practice. That's all.
Hmm.
I promise if you practice, I promise from the bottom of my heart, if you practice, you will get good at this.
Hmm.
Okay?
So
Just
for
spend more time,
the,
spend a little more time every day just doing the algebra part and don't get intimidated. You can even send it to me, take a picture, send it to my email. Don't send it to my text. It's really small when it comes to text. Send it to
okay.
my email and say, I've looked over it. First, do it. If you get the wrong
Mhm.
answer, look over it and see if you find any errors. Make sure you try to check your own work. Like if you had an essay, first you would read your paper before you would send it to me and say, do you see any
Yeah.
mistakes? Right?
Hmm.
Okay. Then after you've looked, you can't figure out any mistakes, but you're getting the wrong answer. I'll look and see if your work is right. If your work is right, you're probably putting in the calculator wrong.
Okay.
But I need to see which one it is, right? I mean, I'm
Yeah.
happy to help you solve your solve your problems, but you really have to start practice. I mean, Lauren, I think you do practice a lot. I don't know if you do, Jalissa.
I
I don't
I mean,
practice. I don't think
maybe you could
I don't
practice.
my version
Okay.
of what I think I need 3 times more than what you think I need. So like I'll do like I've been doing it every day, but I don't think I'm doing it enough. Like it's just
Uh,
not enough for me. I need to do more
So,
than
so
what
are you doing the work or are you watching videos?
I'm watching videos more than doing the work because
Right,
it's
right. It's
having
not
somebody to
helping. At
bounce. I will
some
say
point, at some point you're oversaturated. You just need to kind of figure out what the basic premise is. Like for optimization, the only thing I really need to teach you how to do is say, if I want to minimize or maximize something, I take the derivative and set it equal to zero. That's the whole lecture. The rest of it is just examples and algebra, right? That's the whole
yeah.
lecture.
Yeah, you're right.
mhm.
Okay? So
Mm.
what I'm saying is instead of waiting for me to do the problem, why don't you try to take the derivative? Like pause the video, take the derivative, see if you get the same answer I get. Not if you do it the same way, because maybe you do it different. See if you get the same answer. And then
Mm.
once you've gotten your answer, start the video and see if they match. And if they don't, see where you went wrong. And if you don't understand it, let me know. I'm here, but I'm trying to teach you how to teach yourself.
Okay.
Because I'm here for you, but not always will teachers be there for you. And when you have a job and they give you something to do, I want you to be able to think through the problem, not keep going to your boss and asking what this means. What does this mean? What are you asking for? Right? Like you can think through a problem.
Mm.
You with me?
Yes.
Mm.
Okay. So we are here and we're super close because we have X on one side and everything else on the other, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Yes.
But this is a little hard to solve this way because I can't figure out exactly what I want to do, right? I'm going to
Yeah.
say this is equal to 1 over the x to the 3 halves. Let's do this. Equals 1 over whatever this number is, okay?
It's
I'm not going
three,
to
four,
me.
three,
That's
two,
okay.
eight,
I'll
one.
ask you in a minute. So I'll
Okay.
just leave it like that for the moment. I can say either that I want to multiply both sides by the denominators, like I can multiply this side by x to the 3 halves, and I can multiply this side by whatever the number is, and then everything would cancel, right? Well, let me say, maybe I'm going too quick. If I were to,
But if everything canceled, how would
wait,
both
wait,
sides
wait. No, that's
cancel?
not what I meant. Let me show
Oh,
you.
okay.
If I have 1 over x equals 1 over 2, can I say x equals 2?
Mm, hold on.
Yes.
Sure, it can't be anything else, can it?
No.
You don't seem certain.
I just flipped it in my head.
Yeah, just think about it like this. If I have 1 over x equals 1 over 2, doesn't x have to equal 2 because 1 already equals 1?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I said I just flipped it. Yeah.
Yeah, right? So that's easy, right? That means that I can say x to the 3 halves is equal to, what's the number, Lauren?
It's 30.
Three.
Oh,
Sure, go for it. No, go for it.
it's three.
What-
So 3, 4, 3, 2, 8, 125.
wait. 3, 4, 3, 2, 8, 1, 2, 5.
Is that what you have, Lauren?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm super close. If I said x squared equals that number, what would I do?
You would square root the number.
Right, right. I would take the square root of both sides, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is the same as saying x squared times, to the 1/2 power, right? Because the 1/2 power is the exponent.
Wait, real
Wait, hold on.
quick.
Let
No,
me
that's the
rewrite
part
it.
I don't
Okay,
get.
okay.
That
So,
right there is the problem.
okay, that's cool. If I said x, what did I write there?
You put
X,
what x squared.
okay,
See,
equals
oh,
what?
you're talking about the example you gave before.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, we square root the.
Oh, x squared equals 9. I take the square root of both sides.
Mhm.
I'll get x equals 3, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Actually, I probably plus or minus 3, but that's fine. So that's the
Yeah, because
same
it's positive.
as the reason that this works is because I have x squared to the 1/2 power, don't I?
No, I don't. That's the part I don't
Well,
get.
what does the square root do? Doesn't it put whatever, like if I have the square root of 9, that equals 9 to the 1/2 power, doesn't
Oh, I see what you. Okay, I'm sorry. I see what you're
it?
trying to say.
Okay,
Okay, it's
right?
basically writing it in the quote in the
Yeah,
exponent form instead
yeah.
of
So I'm just
the
saying that this right
square root
here
form.
is equal to this,
Yes, yes.
right? And
Mm-hmm.
that's why I end up with x to the 1 power. Because this one is, when I have this one, this is the same as x to the power of 2 times 1/2, which is x to the 1 power. That's
Yes.
the rule. B to the m to the n, we multiply. If it's b to the m times b to the n, we add, right? But this is a multiplication one.
Yes, but in this situation,
I'm not there yet.
oh,
Just say yes or no.
yes.
Lauren, you too?
I guess like, uh, I mean, I got lost for sure, but uh,
Here.
one
All I'm trying to say is
over.
this. All I'm trying to say is that this is the same as this, is the same as this. So let's see, put arrows. This goes to this, and then this can go to here.
Oh,
I think when I'm at it, when it's more than one, so the three halves and the
Wait. But first we have to get this, because if we don't get this, then going forward is nothing. So I want to make sure that this is the rule that says b to the m to the n power equals b to the m times n,
yes.
right?
B times
B
B
to the
to the
m. So like
N.
this could be like x squared to the third power.
X
Okay,
squared to the third.
so that's the
Okay.
same as x squared times x squared times x squared, isn't it?
Yeah. Three
How
times
many x's do I have?
2.
How many? How many
Are
x's
you
here?
where? I don't see your mouse. Oh, there it is. Okay. I had it zoomed in too much. Okay, so one, two,
Okay.
three, three.
I
Yeah, I
know.
had
How
my
many x's
screen
do I
zoomed
have?
in.
How many x's do I have?
3. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.
6, which is the same as multiplying 2 times 3. That's the rule. No?
Okay.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have that rule that says if I have something to a power, let me go in order. I have the square root, oops, I have the square root of x squared, right?
Mm.
That would be the same as x squared to the 1/2 power, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
And then this is the same as x squared times, oh, sorry, I want to change the way I write it. X squared times 1/2, right? From here.
Yeah.
What's 2 times 1/2?
1.
So now I can say the square root of x squared is equal to x, right? Which we already knew, but I'm trying to show you how to use why it works also.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you got it?
Yeah.
Okay, so here I just want to rewrite it. I have x to the 3 halves is
Mm-hmm.
equal to 3, 4, 3, 2, 8, 1, 2, 5. But I want to make it into a 1, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How can I make that exponent into a 1?
You multiply it by 2/3.
I would put it to the power of 2/3 because that means I multiply those. And I have to do the same to both sides.
Yeah. Yeah, makes
This
sense.
becomes x to the 3 times 2 over 2 times 3, which is 1, right?
Wait,
Equals.
wait, wait. I'm just writing it down. Sorry, I'm not.
But isn't it? Oh,
Go ahead,
I
ask
see.
me.
okay.
Oh, I see. I see it.
Hold on.
I see.
Just give me like just 2 seconds.
No, take your
So,
time.
but I thought it was 1/x.
Well, remember we changed it. It was 1
Oh
over,
yeah, because the other one. Okay.
right.
Sorry.
And then
Okay.
we changed them both. We flipped them both up
Yeah,
to
we
the
flipped
top.
them both, and then that's when we
Yeah,
get x to the
yeah,
three halves.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then now we're trying to get rid of the exponent so we cancel it
Right,
out. And
right.
then
So
we do it on
now
this
the
side.
exponents here cancel,
And then
right?
we would just put this in the
We have
calculator going
x,
forward.
yes, equals, you write the number down and I'll go put it in the calculator for you.
Okay.
Um, 3, 4, 3, 2, 8, 1, 2, 5 to the 2/3.
Mm-hmm.
Got it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and let's do it. So we have, tell me,
It's 3, 4, 3, 2, 8, 1, 2, 5.
wait.
Oh,
3, 4, 3,
3, 2,
2,
8,
8,
1, 2, 5.
1, 2, 5. Is that right? Look at it
Yeah.
before. Okay.
To the
To
uh
the 2/3.
2/3, sorry.
So I'm going to put to the power of 2 divided by 3. Parentheses around them
Oh, okay.
equals that number.
105.
And I think we can round that up to 105,625.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's see. What is that? The production level that will minimize the average cost. I think that's what we just found.
Yes. That
Shoot.
takes forever.
Yeah, no, it was
It
well for
doesn't
us
take
because
that
we're
long.
slow.
Listen, when I could do this problem in 5
Yeah,
minutes
but you've been
tops.
doing this for years. I had to learn
Right.
this in a semester. Like it's a
Uh,
little
You
slower for
have
me.
to,
I'm not
the,
as fast.
if you're taking a long time, it's you're not practicing enough. I promise.
hmm.
I promise. If you practice enough, you'll have plenty of time. You're not practicing enough. You're trying to learn algebra on the fly during the test. If I didn't have to explain every single step along the way, this would have taken no time.
Sure. Okay, yeah.
Think about what we've really talked about,
Sure,
right?
sure, sure. Yeah.
Okay. So
Um,
I mean, we've gone, look at all the stuff we've done
yeah,
when
yeah.
really we didn't have to, we had to do it all, but, and
Sure.
I erased quite a bit, right?
Correct.
So
Um, one last
you,
thing, Lisa.
wait, I'm
Sorry.
not done. Yeah, but go ahead.
Oh,
We only found up to the minimum average. No, we didn't find the minimum average cost. We found the production level that will minimize the average cost. We still have to do E.
yeah,
But go
yeah.
ahead, ask me a question about what we have done so far. Yes.
On D, basically, keep going down, all the way down. Yeah. To the okay, so I remember, I guess I like spaced out for some reason. I don't know why, but when I was probably writing down something and
That's
then I just
okay.
wasn't catching up. But one
Just tell
over
me to
x to
stop
the
if you're writing.
well, no, no, it's
I don't need to
okay.
write faster. Okay, go
Sure.
ahead.
1 over x to the 3 to the exponent 3 over 2 equals
Right.
1, and then you put parentheses,
Yeah,
obviously,
it's
to
that
the big number.
34328. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Correct, correct. So basically, like you just cancel the numerator
No, I didn't
because
cancel the numerator. I did this. I said, if I have 1 over x equals 1 over 15, whatever, what does x equal?
well, I would have to do the steps. So
No,
like I'm
you
not
don't.
fast.
No, you don't. The ones already match. Could x be anything but 15?
Well, it would be 15x.
No. What does x equal? 15. It would have to equal 15 here. The only way this is true is if x equals 15, right? Because I would have 1 over 15 equals 1 over 15. If I put x equals 16, I would have 1 over 16 equals 1 over 15, which is not true, right?
I guess like what kind of algebra rule
There's
is
no
that?
algebra.
It's balancing
this
because
is
you
a
have to
very
think about
visual.
it. Whatever's on the right side has to equal the left side. So
Don't overcomplicate this. I can do the algebra for you in a minute. I just want you to see it. I'll do the algebra and show you. But first I want you to see it. If I have 5 over x equals 5 over 300, what does x
Mhm.
equal?
I don't know what 5 over
It
300
doesn't
is.
matter. You're thinking too much. Look at it.
I really would not know how to do this.
Just
it has
look.
to
Just look.
match.
Just visual. This is just a visual thing. You don't even have to. If I said triangle over square equals triangle over 300, and I said, what does square equal? Would you know?
300.
Right. Now look above it,
Okay.
right? Do you
I
see
guess
how it's the
I guess
same?
yeah, the triangle and square makes sense. I just
Okay. The numbers are making you want to do math. And
yes.
I'm trying to show you like just this is purely visual. I'll show
Interesting.
you the
Okay.
math on it. I'll show you the math
No,
on it, but you
I
see the
s-
visual part.
yeah, I see the visual part now, so
Okay,
that's
now let's
helpful.
do the math. Watch. It's very easy math. I'm gonna multiply both sides by x. And then this cancels and I get 1 equals x over 15. I'm gonna multiply both sides by 15. And I get 15 equals 15, sorry, 15 equals x.
Gotcha. Okay. All
But
right.
all you
It's
really need
clicked.
to do when like the visual of it is the same, all you need to do is say that the denominators are equal there.
Yeah, you're right. This
Okay.
happens multiple times in this equation, like where it's like that match kind of situation.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to show you. Sometimes you just want to say, oh, I have, so here, here, wait, hold on. Let's erase this and
Mhm.
go from here. So we have 1, oops, 1 over 3, sorry, x to the 3 halves, correct?
Sure. Yep, yep.
Equals 1 over whatever this 3 number is.
4, 3, 2,
I don't
8,
care.
1, 2.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Okay.
Ah,
Now that has to mean what? That
that
x to the
means
3
that big
halves,
number.
x to the 3 halves equals what?
That big number, 3, 4.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Now I see it. Like now the square and the triangles like just click in my
Good,
head.
good. So that just made it easier. I could definitely multiply both sides by the denominator,
No, no,
but
that's
this is
horrible.
easier. Yeah, okay.
All right.
Now,
Thank you for being patient. I
no,
understand
of
now. We
course,
can move on.
that's what tutoring is. Like in a lecture, maybe not. I have
Yeah,
to like, cover a certain amount of material, but now like
true.
we can do whatever. That's why I say ask me anything because this is your tutoring
Yeah.
time and we're not hurrying
Next.
for anything.
Sure.
Okay, so now we want to use this.
Yeah.
So we're going to say this is to the 2/3 power,
Yep.
and I have to do both sides.
Yep.
Then this is to the x, then we multiply, so it's 3 times 2 over 2 times 3, which is 6 over 6, which is 1. So we have
Hmm.
x equals to that number to the 2/3 power. And
Right
then
on.
we put it in the calculator like that. Well, I can't do it.
With the
Like
parentheses
with
around
the,
the
yeah,
exponent.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And then to the 2/3 power. And we
Yep.
got the right number.
Right on.
The last thing is minimal. Here, let's go
I'm
back.
sorry.
Yeah.
I this is so sad, but
No, it's okay.
I we've been
Okay.
doing this for so long. I forgot what original equation we used for the
So
production
the
level.
production level, we're trying to
Was it
find
the
X.
derivative of the cost?
Well, wait. I'm not gonna answer your question. You're gonna answer your question, okay?
Okay.
The production level, we're trying to find X. That will minimize the average cost. So what does that mean, minimize the average cost?
Uh, find a derivative. You
Of,
said it of X.
no,
The
of
derivative of the cost. The
At
average
the
cost.
average
Average
cost.
cost. The average cost. I'm sorry.
Right. Take the derivative of the
Okay.
average cost and do what?
And set it to 0.
Right. And that's going to
Okay.
tell us what X is, which is what we
Okay.
did. We took the derivative. Here we just simplified that C of X over X. Then we took the derivative, we set it equal to 0, and we're just solving for X. That
Okay. Yeah,
it's
I was
just
just trying to
the
remember what we
algebra
did.
looks worse than it is, but the system is we take the derivative, if we want to minimize or maximize something, we find the function, we take the derivative, we set it equal to 0 and solve for X. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. It's always going to be the same. Just finding the equation is usually the hardest part. Okay. The minimal average cost. Well, we know now what the production level is for average cost, right?
Hmm.
To minimize average cost.
Yep.
And we want to find the minimal average cost. So we need to plug into cost our number that we got here. Oh, I don't even know what the number we got. Oh, sorry. Here. Actually, I
You
can,
mean the original number? I still have it written down. Which one do you need?
yeah,
The three,
here.
four something
It's
number?
okay. I got you here. Let
Oh,
me see. So we have, so the production level minimizes 105,625, right?
Yep.
Okay. Then, let me do it from here instead of the other place. Then we know that the average cost is equal to C of X divided by X, right?
mm-hmm.
Yep. Mhm.
That's so the minimal average cost is when C of X equals 105, not when C of X, when X equals 105,625, which we have to plug that in here,
Yep.
divide it by this, and we'll get this number.
Oh,
And I'm
you're
not gonna
right.
do it, you're
You're
gonna do
right.
it.
Because I
Oh,
forgot last
wait.
time. Yeah, go for it.
Hold on. I just want to think
That's
about
okay.
this.
I'm not, this is not algebra, so like you're not getting confused about algebra right now. That's what
No,
I,
no, no,
that's,
no, no, no. I'm just following what we did next.
yes.
Okay, so the
So
minimal
the
cost
minimal average cost.
is
Well,
now that we know
average
what the
cost, we
average
have an
is.
equation,
Now they
right?
want to. Now they're asking for what the cost would actually be.
They're asking for the cost per item, the
Yeah.
average cost. So we have to use this function. We plug in the number we find, the production level that we find that would minimize the cost, right? So that's X. This value, like, here's the scenario. I'm opening a factory. I know that the cost of my goods is this equation.
Okay.
Okay. I want to know how many of those things I need to make to minimize the cost per item.
So it
Because
would.
wait.
Oh,
Let me finish my whole story so you can understand from a business
Yeah.
perspective what we're
I
really doing.
agreed.
Okay.
Agreed.
Okay. So I want to know, so I know that I have to pay $10,000 a month rent on this place that is going to make my thing. That is what I cost, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I have to hire people to do that thing and I have to buy equipment. So I have this initial cost maybe to buy the equipment. I have
Mm-hmm.
monthly costs that are my electric, my rent, that kind of thing, right? But the more things I make, the more maybe the more people I have to hire or the more hours they have to work. And I can't add, I can't hire too many people. So maybe some of them will have to work overtime, which will cost me more if I make more than this. I'm just giving you a scenario like what is my optimal amount of things that I can make in this factory before it starts going down because I have more costs of hiring people and things like that. Okay. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I do is I have to figure out what the cost is for everything. And then, well, first I minimize it by taking the derivative, set it equal to zero. We understand about that because we saw about the tangent lines being zero at that minimum and maximum values, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I showed you the graph. So that's why we have to set it equal to zero, because I'm always looking at my cost, not my derivative of my cost. I'm always looking at the cost function because that's how much it's costing me for real. The derivative is
Yeah.
helping me find the minimum or
Like
right?
the minimum of
The cost.
the cost. Like
When,
how
so,
less
but this is my
is the
equation for
amount.
cost. If I make one item, that item is going to cost me a lot of money because I have rent to pay, I have electric to pay, I have people to pay. If I do all that and I make one, it's going to cost me a fortune, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I make 100, well, am I maxed out in my factory? No, I'm not even close. I might as well try to make more. What is the optimal number I can make to minimize the average cost per item? I want to pay the least amount of money I can for each item, don't I?
True.
Okay.
Lauren, are
So
you in, oh,
go ahead.
are you in business? Like the business, have you taken
Yes.
accounting too yet?
No, I took accounting one and shockingly passed it just recently. I thought I
Oh,
failed it,
okay.
but I actually passed it, which is kind of crazy. And so I'm going to take accounting two next semester
Yeah,
because I
because this
was
is
shocked.
exactly the calculus part of accounting too.
Okay, so now do you understand
Yeah.
what we're doing? So we want to find out what how many items to make to minimize how much it costs me per item, right?
Yes.
So I
Hmm.
take the derivative, set it equal to 0, and I found out if I make 105,625 right here,
Hmm.
that would be the optimal amount I should make to minimize the average cost, right?
Please say that one more time.
Yeah. So if I make 100, what are we making? Pencils.
Shoes.
What?
Okay, pencils. Pencils.
What did you say? What did you say?
Shoes.
Shoes. I don't care what we're making, shoes. If I make 105,625 pair of shoes, that's the optimal amount. That's how the cost will be the least.
That's the
And
amount of
what
shoes or
I
how
want is
much it is?
what?
That's the amount of shoes is the
No, yeah,
105.
Units.
that's the
Yeah,
amount
the
of
units
shoes.
of
That's the
shoes. Like how many
production
shoes?
level. That's the production level. How many am I going to produce to minimize the cost? I want to pay the least amount of money per item. Haven't you ever gone online and it's like if you buy one, it's this. If you buy 10, it goes down. If you buy 100, it goes down. Haven't you ever
Yeah.
seen things like that? Right?
Yeah.
Because
Hmm.
they want to incentivize you to buy more, and the shipping doesn't really go up, maybe
Yeah,
enough to make it worth, like the more you buy, the happier they are, they'll give you more of a discount.
correct.
That's what we're saying here. If we're not producing it, then if we buy 105,625, we get the best price from the manufacturer. And
Oh,
that's what
that's
I want.
horrible.
That's what do you mean it's horrible?
That's so many shoes that you have to buy to get.
Well, it doesn't matter what the number is.
Okay.
That's the optimal number. That's all you care about. This is not a opinion piece. Okay. This is just if I want to get the best price for what I'm buying, I have to buy 105,625. I don't have to buy that many. I can buy less, but it's not
It's
the
gonna cost you
not the
more.
minimum cost. Does that make sense?
And like you're the employer, you want the
I'm not the
customers to.
I'm the business owner. I want to pay the least amount for the thing I'm selling.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Hmm?
It's just like 105,625
Don't get
shoes.
not worried about the numbers. You're all in the numbers. The
No, it's
numbers
like
are throwing you off. All I
that's
want
the
you to
amount of
know,
shoes.
it's the amount of paper clips we need to make.
Not the paper make. So
Okay.
you have to get that's the amount you need to make in order to sustain your.
To get the minimum cost. If you're in business, you're a businessman,
Oh,
right? Let's
got
say
it.
you own a
Got it.
store.
It clicked. Nope, it clicked. I got it.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So that's the number of things you need to buy to pay the least for the thing
Yes.
you're
Okay.
selling, right?
Yeah. Right on. I got it now.
And then
Yep.
we want to know what is that cost? How much is it costing me per item? We know how
Correct.
many items I have to buy. I want
Yep.
to know how much I'm paying per item. And we
100%.
found out
That,
it's
yeah.
1.154. Okay, how do we find that out? Found the cost, which is this equation. I plug in the amount of things that I have to buy to minimize the cost, and I
Mhm.
divide by that number.
Yes. Yes. Got it. Because you have to try to get a surplus. You have to get some kind of
I'm not
what
trying
is
to
it
get a
called?
surplus,
Profit.
trying to find out how much each item costs.
Oh, we're not trying to find how much like
Nope.
like the
What does it
least
say?
amount of.
The average cost, minimal average cost. So if I want to find if I have grades, if I have 10 grades in a class and I want to find the average, how, how many numbers am I going to get?
You add all your grades up and then you
Right?
divide it by maybe one of the grades.
No, you divide it by how many grades you have.
Oh, you divide by one. Okay, so maybe five classes,
Five
and you
classes. And
divided.
let's say you have a 4.0, if you have an A, two Bs, so that's two threes, that's 10,
Mhm,
and a C, that's 12.
mhm.
That's four
Okay.
classes. I'm going to divide that by four, and I get my average is a 3.0. I add them up, divide by four, because that's how many
Yes,
numbers I have, right?
sure. Yes,
Okay,
100%. That's what. Yeah.
perfect. So if I want to find the average cost, well, I want to know how much it costs me for everything, and then I
Mhm.
want to know how many things I'm buying,
Yeah.
and then I divide those two and I find out what my average is, right?
Yes.
That's what I said. So you have to plug in the 105,625 because that's X into
Totally
that
makes sense.
equation. And you can do it. The number is 1.154. I don't feel like doing it. I think I've already showed you basically how to do these into mom. Um, but that's how you do it. And
So,
that's the answer.
so basically for E, you would do 250 square root of
Yes.
1.54.
Where do you get 1.54? No, that's the answer. You're not supposed to see the answer.
Oh. So no. So you do the square root of 1052.
Yes.
Okay.
I was just showing you the answer is,
Okay.
if you do the math, yeah, but that's not something that you would use. That's just the answer.
Gotcha. Could I see the answer just so like that I could write it down in my
Yeah.
notes so that I can see
No, I want you
if
to
I
do
can
it.
get
Do it
to
in the
it?
mom calculator. See if you get when you finish doing it in the calculator, both of you, then
Okay,
I'll show you the answer, see if it matches. If it doesn't, we'll figure out what you did wrong.
fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did it and it matched. I
Okay,
just plugged it
perfect.
back. I was saying, I'm just plugging it back into the original function and dividing
Right.
it by the
Right, because we're
cost.
asked for the average
Mhm.
cost, but we want to make it minimized. Well, we know to minimize it, we have to make this many items. So we plug in the cost divided by the number of items. See, the thing that is the hardest is not the math. It's understanding what you're supposed to be getting.
Yeah, I think what I would have done before was
Uh-huh.
plug that number into the derivative function instead of the original one. And that's
Right,
where I would mess up. I think that's what
right.
I did. I think that's what I did for one of the questions for
But you
something
see
else
why
on
when
the
you
test.
understand it, you don't have to wonder so much what you're doing because you kind of know what you need to do next. But you have to understand what they're asking first.
Yeah.
And that's when you watch the videos, try to pay really close attention to the words I'm saying while I'm explaining things because it's really, have you noticed it's not really about the algebra? The algebra comes in every once in a while and then you ask me and I explain it, but until you understand the question, you can't even start doing anything.
Hmm.
Not
I
really.
got I got I got 1.1538.
Yep, 1.154.
Oh, okay, great.
Okay.
And okay, so it's just decimal places. Okay, good. Oh, okay, that was great. That was
I
much
think that
better
was really
than.
good. I mean, I think it's been a couple hours. I mean, what other questions you have? I'm not in a giant hurry to go, but I don't think you're going to be
No,
able
I
to
think that's it for today. I
Yeah, I was
can't.
gonna say, I don't think you're
We're
gonna
here for two
retain too much
hours.
more. Yeah.
And you will
Um,
definitely see me on Monday though for office hours.
good, but just try the questions.
Could we just try one last one, like an easy one, just like that,
Which
like, because
one?
I just
Maybe
want
like
to,
number three, because it's like straightforward, you mean?
yeah, just one more, because like I've been on number two ever since like last week.
Okay, we're just pick one.
So,
I'm here.
Given
uh,
the cost function.
sure, let's just do number three.
Sure. I
Okay,
mean,
yes. So
I
this is
think
like the
number three is
opposite.
real similar. Well, how about number four? I think that's gonna be a little different.
All right, that's
Well,
fine.
when you set it to zero, when the question asks it to the maximize profit, like is there
What are you
anything that you're
setting
doing?
equal to zero? Wait, don't say
No,
equal to
I'm
zero.
sorry. I was thinking, I'm sorry, I was thinking ahead again. So
Right.
number three. Okay, so you see like on
Mhm.
number two, it asks for the minimized. Um,
Don't read each question separately. Just read each question separately. They're
so you
not
still
they're
approach it
not
exactly the same
interacting.
way, rather it's the maximum or
You
the
do
minimum?
the exact same thing. I mean, the truth is, if you got a couple of different numbers, then let's see how to explain this. So when we did this, let me see if I still have that open. Yeah, here. So the derivative here, where am I? Average cost,
It's
the
a star.
derivative.
It's the derivative function. Oh,
Here. Minus 125 x and minus 3 halves plus 1 over, right?
yeah.
This number is the first derivative of the average cost. It's negative. So that means it's probably decreasing. My guess is it's decreasing because this is negative. I don't know. I'd have to plug some numbers in to see.
Mhm.
Okay. But let me see what I'm trying to say. I was trying to make a point. Hold on. Give me a sec. But it wasn't with this question. It was with the next question. Let me go back. See, terrible when you get old. Given the cost function. Oh, so for this one, I know what I was trying to get at. For this one, I could also look at the second derivative, the first derivative at that point, and say before this is a positive or negative, after this is a positive or negative. But since I only got one answer, I'm pretty sure that's the minimum. You could check yourself to make sure, but it's not
Mhm.
really that necessary. Like here, uh, oh, that I want the next question. Sorry. Here, it says maximize, but it probably will maximize. If you get more than one answer, then you have to make sure which one maximizes it and which one might minimize it. But we're going to get one answer here. Okay?
Mhm.
And that's going to be the maximum.
Okay.
But you can check if you get both, you have to check to see. Remember, there's one where we had to do that with the second derivative that we did
Oh
that,
yes. Okay. Okay.
right? Where
And
there
then
was two
you would do it
answers.
on
We
the
had to
number
figure out what
line,
was
and then
minimum, what was
yeah,
maximum.
which one was maximum, and
Right,
if it
right.
concaved, and if it didn't. Yeah,
Right.
I understand.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, good. So here you just do this question. And if you don't know what these things mean, I would recommend you go watch the video or just go into the book or just go into the internet and say, what does the demand function mean? I mean, I say it in the video, but if you don't want to watch it again, just ask what it is, because you need to know what this means.
The
This is
demand
the quantity,
function.
this is how much is being demanded. That's the quantity. And this is the price at that. So you just have to go through, and I don't want to do this one for you because I'll take away all your, I don't want to take away all your struggle because in
No,
the
with
struggle is where you
us.
learn. What?
You can do it with us. Like we
No,
can
no,
tell
no.
you like
I
what
want
we're
you to
thinking.
do it without me. I want you to struggle a little.
I
I really
want you to
do
struggle.
because the struggle is how you learn.
When you push
You
through.
don't ever really learn unless you're struggling a little at the beginning. Like if
No,
you're
I get
starting
that,
to,
but for
you want to
I
start
have
learning
this.
how to play the guitar, man. It is hard. My fingers, I never really got past it. My
Oh yeah,
fingers
I
hurt
gave
so
up.
bad,
I have this and
right?
I gave up. Yeah.
Right. So there is a struggle. You have to really want it to get through the
Well,
struggle. But once you get through the struggle, then you got it.
correct.
So
But for me, the
I
struggle.
don't mind you coming to me after the struggle for me to help you. I just don't want to preempt your struggle. Do you understand?
Well,
If I tell you how to
no,
do each one of these questions, you won't have to think a lot.
no. If you do it with me,
No, no, no.
that's
I
when I.
want you to do it without me
No, but
first.
if you show it to me first, that's how I
Lauren,
learn.
Lord, no,
100%.
it's not how you learn. It is how you've been learning. Now I'm trying
And it's
to
not working for me.
teach you something
Yeah.
else.
I have to
I
change the
want
way I've
you
been
to
learning things.
listen. There is a video let me see. I'm sure
Yeah,
there's
but
a
I've seen your
video.
videos twice now, and
Okay, well, let me see.
and I
Okay, hold on. Let me go to the video. I'm gonna go,
I've
I'm
been
gonna share my
s-
screen.
I've been
Listen,
stuck on
just
this
let me
homework
see.
ever since last week.
I want to find out where it is that the video isn't working. Okay, so I'm gonna play it because we're here and you're telling me it's not working. I believe you. Absolutely, 100%. The only way I can figure out what's not working is to ask you. Okay, so we're gonna do it. I mean, we don't have to watch the whole thing, but we're gonna watch a little bit. So did
That one, the second one,
2.9, second one?
2.9. Yeah, that's the video that was like a lot of information at one
Okay,
time.
good. Got
It's
it.
either that one or the one underneath it. And
Okay,
I
well, you
and
tell
they
me, we'll start playing it. If this isn't the one, we'll go to the one underneath.
okay.
The next thing we're gonna go over is
You can skip
profit
through.
has what?
I'm trying to see if this is the video. Can you skip through a little bit? Like skip through it to see if that it's the one where you find the average cost and the formula and it's like a whole page of just like formula.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
didn't understand
you're
why
not
these
listening to everything that came before it. You're focused on the algebra still.
Well, no, because I've listened to this twice, and I understand what
Okay.
she's talking about.
Okay, so here you understand. Do you understand what is the demand function? Here, I'll
Oh, the
just put my
prime of
calculator.
profit.
Which is important for us to know because what are we always trying to do in business? Maximize profit. The profit is going to equal the revenue minus the cost. And whenever I want to maximize, okay, so
that wasn't the part. That was the issue.
you understood all this, or did you not?
Yeah.
Okay. You understand all this?
Marginal.
Yes.
Yeah.
You understand all this? Good.
Yeah. You
Go.
said it
And
equals
this
to
is where I think this
zero.
is where it starts to
Where?
I'm trying to see if this is the video.
Here. So, okay. So then we do this problem. This
Yeah,
problem
no.
is, let me see.
It's like number.
This, I mean, this is similar to what we were doing.
Okay, it's not the it's I don't think it's this video. I think it's the one after.
Let me just go to one more toward the end here.
Yeah, it's the one after it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's close this one and go to the next one. So we're talking about this one.
Yes.
Okay.
I just I missed
Relax.
where like what the point
Relax.
was. I didn't
Relax.
grasp what was going
Try
on.
again and our last.
Yeah,
Tell me
this
where
is
you want
it.
me to go. Do you want me to start at the beginning or do you want me to go somewhere?
Um, this is the
This is
beginning.
only,
This
it's only
whole
11.
video, when I watched it, it's like
Okay. Okay, let's go. We're gonna do it, okay? And anytime I lose you, just say something and I'll stop it.
okay, it's
Okay.
short, so it's good. Okay.
Yeah. In this chapter has to do with average cost equaling marginal cost. Average cost has critical points when the average cost and the marginal cost are equal. Average cost equals marginal cost, critical point. We can say that the cost to produce Q units would be the fixed cost plus the variable cost, which is true. If you have rent and you have the things that are always fixed, we have to add those in. And then the variable cost is as things change, like my payroll might be different this week if I had some people working overtime. And the average cost is equal to the total cost divided by quantity. That's what average means. It means the total of everything divided by how many things you have. Marginal cost is basically the derivative. And it's the change in cost of producing one more thing. So for example, I start here with AC equals C of Q, which just means cost is a function of Q divided by Q. Now, if I want to take the derivative of both sides, it's going to be the quotient rule. My F I have C of Q, which is just a function of Q, but that means that F prime is equal to C prime of Q, the derivative of the cost. And I could say that G is equal to Q and the derivative of G with respect to Q is equal to 1. And now
Okay,
I
stop
can
right
use
there.
my quotient.
I don't get why we're doing that.
Well,
I get
I'm
what we
taking the
mean, but
derivative.
why?
I'm taking the derivative. I'm showing you like it says the marginal cost, and then we're saying here the average cost is this. Then I'm going to take the derivative because average cost has critical points. That's when it equals 0. When the derivative equals 0 is where the critical points are, right?
Can we pull up the formula sheet? Maybe it's the
Yeah.
the number. Maybe it's because of the different letters is what's
It's
throwing me
not the
off with
formula
looking at the
sheet.
formula.
It's not, oops, sorry, hold on, wait, cancel. Hold on. It's not the formula sheet. I can write the formula. So this is, hold on. Hold on, get my annotation up. Okay, so this is, oh, my pen went off. Okay. This is the average cost.
Yes.
If I want to find the derivative of the average cost, this would be equal to, let's do it like this. So f of x is my average cost
Mhm.
divided by g of x is my x, is my
Mhm.
quantity, is equal to, if I want to find the derivative of this, it's equal to f prime g minus f g prime over g
Mhm.
squared. That's on the formula
Yep.
sheet.
Okay. So now I'm gonna hold on, just give me one moment.
Mhm.
So
So I said f is this, because that's what, it's the top, and g is this, because it's the bottom of the fraction.
Mm-hmm.
And then I take the derivative, because I need to fill in this formula,
True.
right?
Yep.
Everybody?
Yep.
Julissa?
I mean,
um
It's okay, I
give
can
me a
wait.
moment. I just need a moment.
Yeah,
yeah. Take your time.
really, take your time.
I
I'm
was
really
like
not going
Jalissa.
anywhere. I'm
I
waiting for someone to call me, but they haven't, so I'm
yeah.
not going anywhere at the moment.
Gotcha. I was
Okay.
like Jalissa on the last one. I was like, I gotta take it in. I gotta sink
Yeah,
into
no,
my
I get
head.
it. I get
Yeah,
It's
the
it.
like,
G part is fine. I get that, but for some reason,
I'm just taking it, so whatever the cost
um,
is, I take the derivative. I don't have a
okay.
function, it's just the derivative. I don't know what I don't know what the cost function is.
Okay.
I
Okay.
just
I'm sorry.
take
I
the
thought I was
derivative.
supposed to like, okay.
No, I don't know what it is. There's no cost function here, but once they give it to me, I know I have to take the derivative, right?
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, go
That's
on.
okay. That's all that says. So this makes sense?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. Well,
Okay.
which is f prime g minus g prime f over g squared. Now we have a c prime equals f prime, which is the derivative of the cost, times g, which is the quantity, minus the derivative of the quantity, which is 1, times the cost, divided by g squared, which is q squared. Next step, I can say that AC prime, or the derivative of the average cost, is equal to C prime is really the marginal cost times Q.
minus,
Okay, can you stop that part?
Yeah,
Mhm.
that part was
So it says the average cost has critical points when
The derivative. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
average cost
Wait, don't go back
marginal
there.
costs are
Just
equal.
follow, wait, why are you back at that when we
Because
haven't?
I'm trying
Yeah.
to
No,
understand.
I'm not finished. You have to wait. Oh, I see what's happening. You're trying to get ahead of me.
No, I don't understand.
What have I said that you don't understand?
Where did Q come from? MCQ.
Well, I said that the marginal cost, isn't that the derivative of the cost?
yeah.
So isn't that what this says, the derivative of the cost?
Mhm.
Which is MC, which they're calling marginal cost is MC.
Oh, you're just replacing it. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
that's it.
okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that's it.
Oh, so okay. That's why I was saying I didn't understand
Okay.
how
Cool. Now you do.
prime Q became MC. Like I
Okay,
didn't
yeah,
quite
so
get that.
it says that the marginal cost we know is the derivative of the cost. We took the average cost, we found the derivative, and now we're turning it into, okay, well, this is the derivative of the cost. Well, that's the marginal cost times
Well,
Q.
I thought the reason why I was confused is because I thought because of where it is in yellow, I thought there shouldn't be a prime on the average cost. Like I thought it would be still AC equals MC.
Oh, but
Like
look,
that's why I'm trying. That's why I read it over because I'm like right there.
okay,
I didn't get that. I thought it had to stay the
okay,
same.
listen, I'm gonna tell you why.
Mm.
Average cost has critical points. What do critical points mean?
Um. Um.
The
Wow. This is
Like the
very
X
vocabulary
good.
is very
values.
important. What?
Values that important values.
Yes. Why are they important?
Because they're where things change. No, I'm not saying that right.
Critical points are where the derivative equals zero.
Zero. Oh, okay, yes, jeez Lord. Okay.
And that's where your maximum and minimums are.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying when it changes. Okay.
So average cost has critical points. I have to take the derivative and set it equal to zero. First, I'm taking the derivative, then I'm putting it into, I'm just showing you how it works. Because like you could just use these formulas, but I'm just kind of showing you how it works. So I took the derivative, I'm just making it into something different. I'm sure I'm going to set it equal to zero in a minute. Okay.
Okay, that's the
Mhm.
part I didn't understand that
But
part.
now you
Why
see
we were
where
doing
that
that.
comes from.
Yes, I did. But
Okay,
when I was
good.
watching it at the time, it didn't
Okay, I
wasn't
got it.
apparent to me.
No worries.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay,
Agree.
good. Good question.
divided by the quantity squared. Now my next step, AC prime, or the average cost, the derivative of the average cost, is equal to MC, marginal cost, and I'm going to separate this one fraction into two fractions.
Mhm.
This gives me, I can cancel one of the Q's. I get marginal cost over Q, quantity,
Mhm.
minus cost over quantity squared. Now I can say this derivative is equal to 1 over Q. I'm going to factor the Q out times
One
the
question.
marginal cost.
What?
My,
Question.
Yeah.
Like, I understand the left side, MC over Q, perfect. Why don't you cancel out one of the Q's on the other side?
I haven't finished it yet.
No, but like
I,
you're
that's,
keeping
what do you mean? Oh,
you're
because I
I thought if
canceled
you
this
did it on one
Q.
side, you had to do it to
This
the other.
Q cancels with this Q.
yeah, that's fine. I understand
And this
that.
Q is still there. There's no Q to cancel with. So it's Q
What?
squared. This
There's a
is a
Q on
function.
top.
It's a function
That
of
is
it.
a function that is not times Q. This is C of Q. This is C
Mhm.
prime Q times Q. That's
Oh.
why I say, these are just functions. Like I could say, C of X.
Okay.
That doesn't mean C times X. It means cost when
Function.
X is 100 or whatever, right?
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you.
With me? Okay, good.
Cost divided by Q. And remember, the next thing we have to do is set it equal to 0 because we're trying to minimize the average cost. To find critical points, I set the derivative of the average cost.
Can we stop
equals
right there?
0.
Mhm.
If okay, when you say
Good.
okay, so if you're doing okay, let's say I'm trying to figure out if one has to do with the other or they're
Go
two
ahead, say
complete
it. Just,
questions.
I'll wait for
So
your
if you
point.
would have said maximize profit in this situation, would you still go about how you're solving
Yeah,
the
because
function the
minimum
same
or
way?
minimum and maximum, I have to do the same thing. I have to take the derivative, set it equal to 0.
Okay.
Because remember at the beginning, I showed you the graph and I said at the minimum and maximum, that's when the derivative, you remember the derivative is the slope of the
Mhm.
tangent line. So
Mhm.
at the maximum, it's going to be a horizontal line. At the minimum, it's going to be a horizontal, which means the slope equals 0. Remember that at the very beginning?
Yeah, this is the minimum cost, but I'm saying maximum profit.
It doesn't matter. You're still, did you remember on the graph here? Let me not have you remember. Let me write it, draw it. So on the graph, oh, that's not my pen. Okay, here. On the graph, let's say I have a graph that looks like this. Would you
Mhm.
say that's the maximum and that's the minimum?
Yeah.
What's the derivative of the function at that point? It's the slope of the tangent line. Sorry, it's not, I didn't make it through. It's the slope of the tangent line. The tangent line at
Is
maximum is
is
0 and
zero.
minimum it's also 0. So you can't really tell from critical points if you found a maximum or a minimum. You can only tell that you found an extrema is what they call it. It's either maximum or minimum. Or it
Okay.
could be nothing. You also have to check other things from, I don't remember from the graphing part, you have to make sure it's positive and negative and positive, but just in general, it doesn't matter if it's maximum or minimum, it's still going to have a slope of 0 of the tangent line, right?
Okay.
Does that help?
Yes. I was just making sure that I wasn't supposed to go about it a different way. Okay.
Just listen.
I'm
Just
sorry.
listen.
I
Don't make up.
just
You're
keep
making
going.
up stuff again. Notice,
Yeah, I am making things up. Yeah.
right? Okay. It's okay. It's like you're trying to figure out every possible answer.
Number Q.
And
Because that's why I feel what happens on the test. I feel like sometimes when I'm practicing, it's like if I'm not practicing the right kinds of
come to
possibilities,
me.
when I get on the test, I get a question that has a
That-
different route
that-
than what I've been
That's
practicing.
because you're not understanding the questions. It's not because it's because you've watched too many videos and you've memorized things. And if things don't look exactly the same, you don't know what to do. That's the problem with memorizing and not understanding. I promise if you do what I say and you come back to me next week or whenever, you're going to see a difference. I promise. Just try what I'm saying. Here's the thing. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's take into account that there's a really good possibility I'm wrong, okay? That the way you're doing is perfect. Well, it's not producing the results you want. Do you agree?
Yeah.
And you're putting in quite a bit of time. So I can't say, you need to study more, right? Agreed?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So there's something else that's missing. It's not your intelligence. Would you say you're an intelligent person?
I would hope so.
Okay. So it's not that. It's something else. What I'm trying to do is show you what it is. What it is that it's not all about the math. The first thing is you have to understand the question. I mean, Lauren, in our stats class, how much of the stats class was math?
It was like really the word problems
Like
were really
1%, right? It was
that was
all
like
understanding the question.
Yeah, that was the easier part. The math problem in stats was easier, but the
Right.
understanding what the question was saying, I was clueless until you helped me out.
Right.
Clueless.
So I'm telling you the same thing here. Any math class you take, and you will take more classes, they won't be called math classes because I think this is the last actual math class you have to take in the College of Business, but you will be taking other classes
No,
that,
I have to take stats. I haven't taken that yet.
yeah, but
Take
that's
stats
a
with
lot of
Lisa.
work. What?
Take stats with Lisa. You gotta take stats with Lisa. It's so much fun.
It's only fun if you come talk to me. It's not fun if you don't.
Yeah.
Correct. 100%.
Okay, so what I'm trying to show you is once you, like, I haven't done anything here except read the question. And it said the critical points, like, so let's go back so we can see the question for a second. So, haven't gotten there yet. Average cost has critical points, critical points. Derivative, take the derivative set equal to 0. Those are my critical points. Okay, so when I set the average cost equal to 0, then the average cost and the marginal costs are equal. I'm just proving that's true here. But it's not a bad thing of algebra and understanding for you to watch this because notice you have a lot of questions. So it's actually good that you're watching this. Will it help you? Maybe in the long run, because now you understand that if I take the derivative of something, I get the marginal of that thing. If it said revenue prime, I would have marginal revenue. If it said profit prime, I'd have marginal profit, right?
Okay.
And I'm just
Mhm.
calling it MC, MP, and MR, whatever. Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
So we're good so far?
Yeah, I just
Yes.
thought that I was supposed to, when I was watching it, because when
Mm-hmm.
you're seeing something for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
you
Oh,
don't know
yeah.
what is something that you're supposed to be more like paying attention to versus just understanding
Oh,
the theory. So,
Totally agree.
all I want you to do when I'm lecturing, truthfully, is listen. I don't even want you to take notes
okay.
because nothing here is actually what you're going to be doing. You're going to be doing problems with numbers and stuff.
Yeah, and then that's so when I was
Okay, so
watching
wait,
it, I
so
was
wait.
really confused.
Yes. So what I'm
You know,
trying to
when I
say,
went to do my homework, I'm like, this doesn't, I
so
don't.
listen. All this part is an explanation of why this is true. Because I think it's really kind of not nice, I'll just use that word, to say AC equals MC and go, now use it. Like, why? What does that mean? Like, how does that apply? And then also at the same time, I'm doing some derivatives and I'm like using the same words that I'm using so that you kind of see how it's working. That's all I want you to do. This is not, you're not going to be tested on theory. This is theory, but it is important to understand what's happening. That's why I go through it. And it's a 10-minute video, 11-minute video. I feel like you can handle it. Okay. I mean, I know it's
The
taking us
time it
long.
takes is not the issue. It was just
Right.
me knowing that,
Right. Good.
understanding what I need to
Yeah.
understand.
Okay, good. So now we're going through it. But if you watch this without me, you could say at 417, you did blah, blah, blah. I have no idea why. Or how did you do that? Or what does MC mean? Or like, then those are real easy questions. It's not like you come to me and say, I don't understand what you're talking about. Because you do, there's a couple of places that in this video you needed clarification. And if you just
Okay.
write that down, we can go right to the video. I can watch what I'm saying and I can tell you what that means. If
Okay.
you just ask me the question randomly in the middle, I'm like, I have no idea what that video said.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So that's why we're watching it together. So we're still good, right?
Yeah. We're fine. I just, that
Okay,
was the
that's
part
good.
that I needed clarification on.
Yeah,
Okay.
Now
no.
I can say this derivative is equal to 1 over q. I'm going to factor the q out times the marginal cost minus the cost divided by q. And remember, the next thing we have to do is set it equal to 0 because we're trying to minimize the average cost. To find
Question.
critical points,
Where did the Q square go?
It's now Q. I factored out a Q from both of the denominators. See? So if you if you distribute that, you get MC over Q, C of Q over Q squared, right? Is factored out 1Q. 1 over Q.
Okay,
You see it?
interesting.
Do you see it? There's there's a Q here and a Q here. Let's see. So we have X over Q minus Y over Q squared equals 1 over Q times X minus Y over Q.
So, okay, so,
If I distribute this
oh,
like this,
okay.
right?
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm
All
just
right.
factoring it out. Okay? Okay.
I said the derivative of the average cost equal to 0. That equals 1 over Q times marginal cost minus the cost divided by Q. Now I have two functions multiplied together that equals 0. And I know for sure that 1 over Q cannot be equal to 0 because there's no value of Q I can put in there to make it equal to 0. So that means that
Can we
0
pause it
has
right
to
there?
equal.
So this is when we would know. So let's just say whatever was, let's just say it was like something. Okay, let's just say that number that was in the green parentheses can
1 over Q. Okay.
does that mean that that's when we would know that we have two critical points versus having one
No,
critical
no.
point?
Like what I'm trying to say here is if you have 0 equals A times B, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
What do I know about A or B?
It's not going to be 0. A is
What's
not going
not,
to be 0
why?
because 0 multiplied by numbers. Wait.
What's 0 times anything?
0.
0.
So if I have this, that means either A has to equal 0 or B has to equal 0, or both of them
Yeah.
could equal 0, right?
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, there's no other choices.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So here I have A times B. This is A,
Mm-hmm.
this is B equals 0. So
Ah,
I'm saying, can 1 over Q equal 0? Because that would be A equals 0, right?
Yeah.
So what value of Q can I use to make that equal to 0?
0.
So if Q is 0, then 1 over Q is 0?
I mean, the denominator can't be 0.
Right. So it can't be 0, can it?
So you just cancel it.
Well,
That's
0.
what I'm saying. So if it
So
can't
1
be
over
that
0
thing,
equals 0. That would mean that 0 times 0 equals 1, which obviously is not true, right?
Interesting. Okay, no.
That's why you can't divide by 0. So since I can't divide by 0, and there's no way to make 1 over Q equal to 0, 1 over Q looks like this. There's an asymptote at 0, remember?
Mhm.
It can't equal 0.
So,
You remember that 1 over X?
yes.
Yes?
yes.
Okay, good. So since that's true, then, hold on, let me solve this. That means that either 1 over Q equals 0, which is not true ever, right?
Yeah.
Or MC minus Q, C of Q over Q equals 0. One of those two things
Okay.
has to be true, right?
Okay.
Yes.
I'm getting it now. I'm sorry. Go on.
Okay. Well, we know that 1 over Q can't equal 0. That's where we left off.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's go. Oops. Let's go.
MC minus the cost over the quantity, which again means that the marginal cost is equal to the cost over quantity. And if we look back here, the average cost is equal to the cost over the quantity, which means I can say that the marginal cost equals the average cost at my critical point.
Which is my maximum or minimums.
Which means that when the marginal cost equals the average cost, I either have a maximum, I have a minimum, or something is undefined. That's what a critical point means. But that's my
Makes much more
I
sense.
think for me, an example of an undefined, I don't.
I don't think you guys have it in this class.
Okay, that's why. Because I'm like, so what is
Yeah,
that?
we do that in
Okay.
calculus, in real calculus, but I don't think we do it in this class. Like 1 over x would have an undefined derivative, an undefined critical point.
Okay, that's what I was missing because I was like,
Yeah.
am I not getting something? I
No,
thought I
no, no.
was.
No, just don't worry about it, but I just didn't want to leave that.
Okay, okay. No, I
Sometimes
just thought I was
it's like I
supposed to
want to,
know, and
no,
I
no, no.
didn't.
Sometimes I
Okay,
want to like say the whole thing because the truth is it's not only when x equals 0 or when the value equals 0.
okay,
It's equal to 0 or it's undefined, but it's mostly you just need to set it equal to 0.
okay. So that's what I was nervous about because I was like, I haven't seen any
Yeah,
situation,
no, you may
and I was like, I
not.
don't want to like
You
have a
may not.
situation
This
come up
is
on a
like
test where it's supposed to be undefined and I wasn't able to recognize
this is
it.
like baby calculus. I mean, it's calculus,
Okay,
but it's a little babier than regular calculus. So in regular
okay,
calculus, you might see undefined functions, undefined derivatives, and that you'd have to take that into consideration.
okay.
But
I thought I was
I
supposed to
don't think
know.
you, because
That's why I was nervous because I'm like,
mostly we just do power rule in this class, honestly.
okay,
But in like regular calculus, we do trigonometric functions, all kinds of things, logs. We haven't done many of those things. So
okay,
okay.
okay. Thank you.
$10.
Yeah, no worries. That's what I'm saying. Don't worry so much about the minutia unless it comes up in a problem, and then. But now we understand. Whenever we want to find the average, we take the whole thing divided by how many there are. Whenever we want to find marginal, we take the derivative, set it equal to 0, right? Like those are the basics.
Yeah.
Okay. And after you do these problems a few times, you won't have to think about it that much anymore. It'll just come to you. And don't worry about the numbers until the very end, because most of it is concept. Okay. So
Okay.
let's do this. Let's listen to this. And again, stop me whenever.
To produce Q gift baskets is given by C equals 160 plus 2Q plus 0.1 Q squared. Find the quantity where the average cost is minimum. Well, I have my cost. I need to take the derivative of my cost. That's going to give me my marginal cost. That equals, well, 160 is a constant, it just goes away. Derivative of 2Q is 2, and the derivative of 0.1 Q squared is 0.1 times 2, or 0.2 Q.
Okay.
Now remember, what I want to do is I want to set marginal cost equal to the cost function divided by Q. So we don't have to do all the work. We can just say marginal cost equals the average cost when the average cost is minimum. I have marginal cost, which equals 2 plus 0.2 Q, is equal to C of Q, 160, plus 2Q, plus 0.1 Q squared, divided by Q. And what we want to do is we want to find the quantity. So we're trying to find Q when this occurs. And it's just some algebra now. I'm going to multiply both sides by Q. That means this Q will cancel with this. And I'll have 2Q plus 0.2 Q squared is equal to 160 plus 2Q plus 0.1 q squared. Now I have to set all this equal to 0 because this is a quadratic. Whenever I have a quadratic, I have to get all the terms on one side set equal to 0 and try to factor if I can factor, or use the quadratic formula if I can't factor. So we're going to get everything over to the left, which means I have 0.2 q squared. Next, I'm going to subtract minus 0.1 q squared.
Question.
Mhm.
Is there a reason why you need to do it on the left side? Could you do it on the right side?
On the right side. I did on the left side because I know that I want my q squared to is the first term, and if I go to the left, it's going to make it negative because it'll be minus 0.2, be 0.1 minus 0.2, and I'll have negative q squared. So I went to the right. I mean, I went to the left, so I have 0.2 minus 0.1, which is 0.1.
Okay.
But yeah, you can go either way. Like really, the algebra is however you want to do it. Is I'm not saying that my way is or the highway. You can do it however you want as long as you get the right answer.
Sure.
As long as you're following the mathematical rules. Like it doesn't matter if you subtract 0.2 q squared from both sides or you subtract 0.1 q squared from both sides, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Plus 2q minus 2q and the last thing I have to do is subtract 160. That equals 0. Simplify, I get 0.1 q squared. The middle term cancels. Minus 160 equals 0. 0.1 q squared equals 160. Divide both sides by 0.1, which is the same as 1/10, which means I get q squared is equal to 1600, which means that q is equal to 40.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's see what that means. The cost in dollars to produce Q gift baskets is given by this. Find the quantity where the average cost is minimum. The quantity where the average cost is minimum is 40 gift baskets. Thank
Okay,
you
I
so
guess for
much for
me with this
watching.
situation,
Mhm.
I think it's like if the question would have said find where the quantity, like the maximum quantity or something, you would never ask that in this particular question, right?
Well, I wouldn't maximize cost. That would be dumb,
Okay, okay,
right? I wouldn't minimize profit. That would
okay.
be dumb, right?
Okay, now I can see why it's always the same equation. I think that's what it was. I think it was because I was I was trying to understand why it's the same equation for both.
For
So it's like
both.
if you want to find the maximum profit, it's the same question. If you want to find the
No,
minimum
no,
cost,
well,
it's the same.
I mean, we could go further if you wanted to prove that we found the minimum and not the maximum. But if you look here at the cost function,
Yeah.
what does it look like? Like if you were to graph it, I'm not telling you to graph it. I'm just saying if you were to graph it, what would it look like?
It's a parabola.
Right. Is it facing up or facing down?
It's facing up.
Right. Okay, so we have a parabola. It's facing up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Would this function have a minimum or a maximum on it?
Would have a minimum. Okay, I see what you mean.
No
Okay.
maximum, right?
Yeah.
You can see it from here that it's going to be a minimum. I mean, sometimes it's not as clear as this, but this one's pretty clear. If they said find a maximum, like you'd probably want to maximize profit, you'd probably have a negative here because you'd want
Okay,
to
thank you.
face down.
Those type of things. Okay, that's helpful for me to understand. Okay,
Okay. Okay, good.
thing is
What
that
else?
it makes sense on the video, but like when
Yes.
I have it side by side on like
I don't
question
want you to have it
number,
side by side. I never asked you to have it side by side. Have I ever taken this video and made it side by side with what I'm doing?
you said to do that. You said to
When?
watch the video and then practice and see if you can get the same
Before I do it,
answer.
not after. If you don't understand what I did,
Exactly. That's what I'm doing. Like I'm following the exact same steps on question number 5 and just, instead
right?
of Q,
Okay.
I'm putting X and I got the wrong answer.
On this
Like
question? On the
on
video?
on this video right here, on this step
Uh-huh.
right here, I got it wrong and I checked my answer on
Where?
the mom calculator and
Where did you
I
go?
got
Like,
Q.
here's
so
what my
instead of
question is. Like, where
okay,
did you go wrong? Because I went
so
through all
this
of it.
great question. I have no idea. Instead of
Did
like
you
That's
write
what
it
I,
following,
down?
wait, listen, you had to write it down.
yeah,
Okay. So here is the steps. Look at your paper
yeah.
and then let it run and tell me where you
Point two
made a mistake.
is equal to C of Q, 160, plus 2Q, plus 0.1 Q squared,
Did you get
divided
that? Did you get
by
Yeah,
this?
Q.
divided by Q. Yeah, which is
Good.
basically
Okay.
X
What
for
we
Good.
me.
want to
Perfect.
do is we want to find the quantity, so we're trying to find Q when this occurs. And it's just some algebra now. I'm going to multiply both sides
Tell me when to stop it.
by Q. That means that
So did you do this same thing on your paper?
I guess what I could see that could be different is like the point 2 Q. I only have X, like I have 200 plus X. So
Well, then
maybe
you made a
like
mistake there. So let's go back and see what you did. So here we are. You probably took the derivative of C wrong. What's the derivative of C prime? Or what's C prime?
C prime is well 2 plus point 2 Q, and then for me it's 200 plus Q, plus X.
What's
So
200 plus X?
uh,
Oh, but this is
the
the same,
equation.
but you took the derivative here.
Yeah, yeah,
Listen,
yeah, yeah. I
Lauren,
got
I
the
don't want you to
derivative
do
right.
your problem. I want you to do this
Oh,
problem.
no, I
I
did it
want
wrong.
you to do a different problem. I want
No,
you to
no,
do this problem.
no, I see exactly what I did wrong. I took
Did
the
you
derivative
replace all
wrong.
the Q's with X's when you wrote it, when you did it?
Yes, and I took the
But
derivative
that's what I'm
with
saying. I
X.
think what you're misunderstanding is I don't want you to do the problem in your homework while you're watching this. I want you to do this problem while you're watching it.
Well, the thing is, I would have never seen my mistake until now. Like, if I'm doing it with,
Wait. You're not listening. You're not answering the question. You're not talking about what I just said. Okay? First thing I want you to do is if you feel like you understand what there is to do here, then I want you to do it before you let this play. And then you can go let this play and see if everything matches and you get the right answer. Not do a different problem. That's not what I mean. I mean, do this problem, and then you can see where you made a mistake.
yeah, no,
Do
I
you see
see
what I'm
it.
saying? But do you understand what I'm saying? You just did a problem from your homework while you were watching this. That's not what I mean. I mean,
Well,
don't
the
do
thing is,
that.
like,
Wait,
it just helps.
wait.
It helps me a lot,
I
honestly.
bet
Like,
it
it
does. Are you going to play
transforms.
it while the test is going on?
Well, no, no,
That
no,
is
no. I'm
true.
just
Like,
no, no,
that's
because
why it's
like,
not helping you.
well, the video sometimes like I was understanding what Jalissa was saying, and like it related to what I was feeling, but then like when we're doing this together, like it makes way more
Do
sense.
you
Like for
trust
me,
me? Do you trust me?
well, of course I
Okay,
do. I'm
then
just saying like,
listen. This is what I want you to do. I
but
do
each
not want
person,
you, listen to me. I do not want you to do your homework while you're watching the video.
the thing
I
is like
want
if I don't,
Lauren,
I'm
Lauren,
not I'm gonna be
Lauren,
stuck like I was.
Lauren, Lauren, Lauren. I mean, you can do whatever you want. I'm telling you what you should be doing, okay? You shouldn't be doing your homework while you're watching the video. What you should be doing while you're watching the video is, if you know what to do here, then do it ahead of what I'm doing. If you don't, then watch what I'm doing. See if you understand it. When it's over, you can go do whatever homework problems you want. But if you're following my steps and that's how you're doing it, you're not learning, you're parroting. And if you don't remember everything on the test, you're not going to do well. The way you learn math is you watch this video. If you can do it ahead of me, do it. And then check if you don't get the same answer when I get to the end, see where you went wrong. But then go back to your homework and see if you understood, because whether or not you understand is way more important than whether or not you can put two things next to each other and make them match. It won't work for you. I promise. If that's what you're doing, you're making a mistake. You're not going to do well on the test because you can't play the video while the test is going, and you're playing the video to do your homework. So how are you going to do it without the video? Do you understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to show you. Like, and how I know this is I know people who do this, and I know what happens is they fail because they're not understanding. And I don't have your question on the video that you can play while you're taking the test.
Yeah,
You
no,
have to know what you're doing, okay?
yeah,
Trust me,
100%.
please trust me. Try it this way. So when I said I'll go back and tell me where you made a mistake, I thought you did this question. I didn't want you to do a different question. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
yeah,
Okay. So you found your mistake.
I did.
That's what I want you to learn how to do is
Sure.
find your mistakes, because if you make a mistake and you get to the end and you put it in and it's the wrong answer and you start all over again, there's a real good chance you can make another mistake and not know. But if you go back over your work and see where you went wrong, then you have a better chance of getting it right the second time. If you erase everything, it's like you're starting over from scratch. You know what I mean? Don't do it. It's not the right way. I promise. If it was, I would tell you to do that. I would. I want to tell you the best way to learn. If I did you wrong.
No, I agree.
Okay. I promise I'm trying to tell you the right thing. You can do whatever you want. I mean, I can't stop you. You are your own person and you get to do
Sure.
whatever it is you want. But
Sure.
my advice to you is don't do that. That's a really big mistake, honestly. It's not teaching you anything. You're just doing matchy-matchy. And when I want you to do matchy-matchy, it's fine. I showed you match for that. But otherwise, you have to comprehend it. And it is harder because these are developing your critical thinking skills. Whereas matchy-matchy is really just visual. It's not thinking.
Yeah, I see that.
But
Okay.
thank you so much. This
Oh,
has
thank you.
helped me a lot.
I'm
And I'm
glad.
just gonna go and practice. I'm gonna take a break and then go practice some
Yeah, no,
more.
definitely take a break, eat some lunch, and then just don't get frustrated. Just watch the video. I mean, if you want to watch it again, watch it again. If you don't. I don't care. That video we pretty much watched to the end. So if there's not enough information yet, let me know. Come to my office hours tomorrow. But
Tomorrow.
Monday.
sorry, yes.
Okay. I was just like, oh no, my weekend's over already.
Oh my God. I mean, if you want, I mean, I don't mind if you guys do some work and you want to get together tomorrow. I actually don't mind, but I don't want to do your problems for you. I want you to come to me with what you've done and say, this is where I'm lost.
Okay.
And don't watch any more videos unless it's mine. More videos won't help you as much as asking me questions.
I
Okay?
really wish the like people would be willing to do like the study groups, because they emailed me and asked me if I wanted to do the study group, but nobody signed up for it. Because for me, it's easier to do
Who's
problems
they?
in groups.
Who's
The
they?
school, I think, whoever
Oh,
emailed
okay, like the Math Learning
mentioned.
Center.
Yeah,
Listen, Julissa, the test is not in a group.
I know, but it just helps me in to
I'm
like
helping
start.
you. Come to my office hours. Ask me questions. I just said I'll meet you guys tomorrow morning if you do some work before then. If you're in a group and other people are starting the problem for you, you'll get to the test and you can't start it because you don't know what to
Yeah,
do.
that's true.
Correct.
I mean, I could definitely cripple you by telling you to do certain things that would make you crippled, but I'm
Yeah, I
trying to
know.
get you to
So
stand on your
painful.
feet.
I
What?
know. I said I didn't realize this was gonna be so painful, but okay. I think this is
It's
the
not
this time I'm like
painful.
the most uncomfortable in a learning
Yeah, it is
situation.
uncomfortable because like imagine the first time you go to the gym and imagine you don't know you have no muscles. It's going to be really hard. It's going to be hard and hurtful, right?
100%.
But every time you go, you're going to get a little stronger. That's
Yes.
what I'm trying to tell you. This is like the same for your brain. It is a little painful. And sometimes, if you've noticed, sometimes after you're studying for a while, your head will feel like it's hurting.
Yeah.
Here's what you want to think of that like. This is like going to the gym. If I didn't hurt when I left, I did not do anything, right?
Yeah.
Well, if your brain's not hurting, you probably didn't do much. Like my brain's not hurting right now. This is not that many critical thinking skills for me. If we did a bunch of word problems, they are. I have to really think about the question because it's still a word problem and it's not just taking the derivative, which is second, it's like adding to me. Okay. So my brain doesn't hurt. I do know yours does because I know I've been going way too long. I wouldn't normally do this long, but um, I mean, I'm fine, but I know that you're probably not.
Yeah, I know.
But it's all being recorded. Just remind me to put it up online and I'll put it back up online and I just won't edit it. So you can pop through it however fast you want because editing these things takes me forever.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
So I'll just put it up
Okay.
online and you can go through it and just really breathe through it, relax. You can learn this. You understood what I did, right?
Yeah, I
Yes.
understood what you did. I don't know
At
why
most
when I'm
part.
alone.
Okay, I know how to explain this. Do you speak any other languages?
Yes.
No.
Okay. So did you learn it from birth or did you learn it after that?
For me,
Yeah.
I learned it birth, honestly. I don't,
Okay,
it's
so
like
you don't really
English and
know. Yeah.
yeah, no.
So you don't really know. Like if I was going to learn a language, um, the first thing that would happen is probably I would learn how to read it because I'm very visual. So like first I want to see what it looks like.
Oh yeah,
Then,
with me with Spanish, yeah, I could read and write,
right?
but boy, speaking it is
Right.
Yes.
But
it's so
then,
bad.
then as you get better and better at that, you can kind of you might be able to understand what someone else is saying, but you may not be able to answer them, right? Because you don't
Yeah.
have words, but you kind of know what they're saying if you were, you
Mhm.
know. So that's what math is like. When you listen to me and you understand, that's like that you're not fluent yet. When you can speak it, that's when you're good. That's
Mhm.
so when you can solve problems, that's when you've learned it. But right
Yeah.
now, the fact that you can understand me, that's getting better because before you
Yeah.
weren't able to, right?
Yeah, that's
Correct.
true.
So you're
100%.
learning, your language, your mathematical language is expanding.
Yes.
You just aren't at the point yet where you're able to speak it. But the more you practice, the more you'll be able to speak it. That's what I'm trying to
Yes.
say. Listening to me more will not help you speak it. You have to open your mouth and say the words.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, that's a good analogy.
Is that a good one? I finally got to
Yeah,
one
that
that
was a
you
great
could
one.
think.
Yeah, you're right. And then you know what? But that's why I'm not good at Spanish because I don't know what it is that crippling feeling of like
Yeah,
getting it
you,
wrong. So
you
I've
don't want to
never
get
like
it
practiced
wrong.
speaking Spanish at all.
Right. But you know what? If you move to a Spanish-speaking
I
country,
have no
you
choice.
would eventually have to like open your mouth and say things wrong and people would correct you. I went down to visit a friend of mine in Mexico and she went out of town and I was taking care of her dogs and I really don't speak Spanish. I understand a little bit just because. And there was a doorman and I would always have to do something with him before I took the dogs out. And I would say it, and he would knew what I meant, but I only spoke English. And as I was there, he would tell me what to say. So I would say it. And then every day I would say that to him. Well, then I knew how to say that thing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
And little by little, I would learn. I wouldn't learn by people just constantly speaking to me. I would have to open my mouth and say the words.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
And that's why people learn when they move to other countries more than they learn in the class.
Yeah.
Because in a class, you know, it's different. You don't have to. So this is
Okay.
what I'm teaching you is going to go far beyond just math. Honestly, this is how you can learn anything, but you have to understand it and not memorize it. Memorizing it only lasts for so long, and then you can't really use that information. Okay? Learning it, you can actually use that information later. Good?
Good.
All
Thank
right,
you so
guys.
much. You have a
Have a
good weekend.
wonderful, do you want, well, I'll just wait and see if you email me, but I literally need for you to go through the problems before you tell me that you want me to help you do them. I don't want to do
Yeah,
that.
I'm gonna take some time, do some more problems later, and then I'll email you this afternoon